Well, hello and welcome to Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Beautiful day inside.
Oh, man, championship day here in St. Ansgar. We just saw an epic finish to an 8-man game. We're getting ready here for Class A. St. Ansgar Saints taking on MMCRU. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. But Kale Genius here, not your average Joe. Duke Scoop. We have Mama Cass down on the field, maybe taking some pictures for us. We've got Kimba Tsunami working scoreboard behind the scenes. We have the smartest guy you know. Who would that be?
Joel Carlson.
Joel Carlson.
He's doing stats for us. That's his job.
That's the stats. Yep,
Does it well.
That's how we stay up to date with stats. Quick disclaimer: this is if you're listening to us and watching the game, we're probably 15 seconds ahead of them. So
we're going to be ahead of channel 24.1 at home if you want to watch this on the over-the-air broadcast, or you can find it on the YouTubes or on the IAHSAA website, all kinds of places.
It's
but
out
it is on just over-the-air TV too. If you want to put that on your TV and listen to us on your computer or your phone.
Yeah, this is the best place to watch it, right here in the stadium. We're going to bring that to you. Of course, we don't have live video of the game itself. That's why I get to look at our mugs right now. But we've got a lot to talk about as we get ready for this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a whole lot more.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
High school activities have given me the opportunity to get involved and make new friends.
Compete in sports that I love and meet new people.
Do something I love while building the programs in my community.
Not just be a role model off the court, but also be a role model on the court.
Make connections and meet new people.
They give me a reason to work hard and better myself for the future. Set good examples to the younger athletes.
Have a positive impact on my community.
Help us support Iowa high school activities.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Positive sportsmanship is an essential element of IHSAA events.
Even as competitors, good sportsmanship puts us all on the same team.
We should all
Support the student athletes competing.
Let the coaches coach.
Respect the officials working the event.
Be a positive representative of your school.
Thank you for supporting sportsmanship at Iowa high school activities.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Better file that report. The clock's winding down. Good.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing Night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new honey hot sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
Oh, thank God. Please tell me you brought Paradise Pizza.
You've gotta get to know Joe.
Town & Country Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Saints TV.
Sometimes, you just feel out of your element. That's when you call in a local team who knows the lay of the land. Because even when you don't play it perfectly, you've still got the team behind you. At St. Ansgar State Bank, we're that team. For your savings, for your business, for your next big leap. So whether you're spiking air, eating sand, or launching your goals, don't go it alone. St. Ansgar State Bank, your winning team, your local bank since 1891.
Fleece and milk house candles. It's cold in here.
Time for a new golf cart. Miners Outdoor is major tough.
And rural, and that's why our roots run deep.
Hey, Mom. Better call Adams Painting and Drywall again.
Just like a perfect figure skating routine, your financial journey deserves balance, precision, and confidence. At St. Ansgar State Bank, we support every step, from your first savings account to your biggest leaps in life. Whether you're carving out a future for your family or spinning toward retirement, our team is here to help you land it with grace. Local roots, trusted service, financial strength that shines. St. Ansgar State Bank is a proud sponsor of Community Champions, on the ice and beyond.
When you need a hero, contact the boys at Al's Electric in St. Ansgar.
Family-owned and operated Patterson Seed is your solution to higher yields.
Cars hit me all the time. Luckily, Charleston Body Repair fixes you up fast.
With soybeats.com, my candle making is on cloud 9.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Oh my goodness!
At St. Ansgar State Bank, we do the heavy lifting so that you can focus on what really matters.
St. Ansgar State Bank, celebrating 135 years.
Black, whatever. Oh,
there we are.
Guys,
Whoa.
we're back. We're back.
Catch
Okay.
us.
So we're working on some things. We're always working on some things here. We got Mama Casta on the sidelines. We're not allowed to show you video, but she's got some images. So Duke Scoop is going to be maybe working on dropping some of those images in so you don't have to look at our ugly mugs.
Nobody
Dressed
wants to.
all the same. Like, what are the odds, guys? What are the odds? Like, the St. CV triplets up here are calling this thing. All right, well, let's start off with this. Saints are playing MMCRU. Now, MMCRU, like, there's not, I guess there's a vowel in it. It could be a word, but what is MMCRU? What does that mean, Joe?
So MMCRU was MMC, which was Marcus Meriden Cleghorn. That was a school, right?
And that's what they are in the end zone graphic because I couldn't fit all the letters in. So.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. Good to know. RU was Remsen Union. So the town of Remsen had its own school called Remsen Union, and Marcus Meriden and Cleghorn had already merged into MMC.
Got it.
Okay. In 2015, they came down here, won the 8-player football championship as MMC. In 2016, they went together under a co-op to be MMCRU. Marcus Meriden Cleghorn Remsen Union is MMCRU. Those would all be towns, kind of like St. Ansgar. Did you know this is a public community school in the community of St. Ansgar?
I feel like I'm one of very few that do know that, and I think it's really important that we say this. That happened during. There's actually only 2 schools in the state of Iowa that have Saint in the name that are public schools, and they played each other for a baseball championship this summer.
Right. Martinsdale St. Mary's, the other one.
You got it. You got it. Saints came victorious in that one, Joe. I'm not sure if you knew that one or not.
I'd heard that rumor.
Yeah. And so it's a pretty big day here for the Saints fans.
Oh, my goodness.
2011, we won football championship, and it took us till 2024 for the girls track team to win another championship. And then, my oh my, we've got a couple of them so far already this year.
In a row now.
Yeah. And a chance for another one here today.
Going for the triple crown here today of Class A and 1A state championships.
That is big. Okay, so let's talk about Marcus Meriden Cleghorn Community School District. I got a couple notes here, so you see me looking away from the camera. Sorry about that. Maybe Duke will throw some pictures up there. It'll be a little more interesting
I'm working on it.
No pressure.
It's a public school district, so congratulations. I believe this is the only finals. This is the only finals game that actually puts 2 public schools.
That's correct. The only championship game this week in football that does not include a private school.
We saw Bishop just win a championship there in 8-man. So anyway, they're a public school district. They're headquartered in, like you said, Marcus, Iowa. The district under the name MMCRU schools. Here's a scoop. They have, in K-12, they have, where's my number? 386.
386.
Puts them a little bit smaller than St. Ansgar. We'll talk about what St. Ansgar's is. But those kids traveled 3 hours and 14 minutes. That's the drive to get here. That's a long ways away, 201 miles.
About straight west of here, right?
Yeah, just a little bit south and then straight west. I got a little map in front of me. I got a little cheat sheet here. But yeah, Probably check Highway 20 over if you're taking the most direct route. St. Ansgar is a school public school with 608 students.
So that's interesting. So it's about 600 to about 400 in terms of enrollment K through 12.
Correct. Yeah, so size of school, we're both playing Class A football. We're both here in the finals. We're both public schools. St. Ansgar just has the higher enrollment of those two. If you drove here from St. Ansgar, which I know you did, it probably took you about an hour and 17 minutes, and you probably put about 77.7 miles on your vehicle.
Wow.
777.
That's the lucky number of the day is
to be
7.
a saint. You got it. So that's just a little bit of background on these two schools. I think it's really cool that these two public schools are playing A football together. And you're right, we hear it a lot. As a matter of fact, I think I saw some social chatter out there. People are like, oh, come on, St. Ansgar, another private school. Nope, not this time, my friends.
Just the name of the town.
That's right.
It's the name of the town. It says it right on the water tower. Tell us about what to expect today.
Yeah, let's set the stage for the matchup. It's the one everybody wanted, right? From about 6 weeks ago, it was, hey, these two teams look destined on that crash course for a meeting in the championship, and we get it. 12-0 St. Ansgar and 12-0 MMCRU, two undefeated teams playing for the biggest prize in small school football. Doesn't get any better than that. St. Ansgar comes in after a dominant performance that you heard right here on Saints TV last week, turning a tight 7-6 halftime deficit. By my Mitchell Cunningham, I think that's 25 unanswered in the second half.
Yeah, they just gassed Wapsie. I think we just came in and out conditioned, and Wapsie, great team, great defense. I love to see that team play, and it was a good game until it wasn't.
Yep, physicality, that's going to be a key again today for MMCRU. They got here with a 28-0 shutout of West Sioux, a team they'd previously beaten 14-7. 3 deep balls from Eli Harpenau to Michael Schmillen. Harpenau to Schmillen. You're going to hear that a lot today. They blew it open early with 3 huge touchdown passes, I think like 60, 40, and 47, something like that. So 3 long touchdowns to make it 21-0, and they just rolled from that point. MMCRU's defense is elite. This is going to be one heck of a battle of their strength versus our strength, and it's going to be fun to watch this all play out. For the Saints, it's that downhill physical run game against what the Royals are going to do on offense is this explosive option attack where they're going to try to let Harpenau, the quarterback, beat you with his arm and with his legs. He can do both. So it will be very interesting. It's also about tradition, right, of what our program has done in the long haul to be here and be ready for this day versus theirs, which is literally making history to be here, right? So I think that's kind of an interesting dynamic, too, to watch that play out. Boy, they sure didn't look uncomfortable last week, MMCRU didn't.
They did not.
Both of these teams kind of settled in early and just rolled as they went through it. Even in that St. Ansgar-Wapsie game we talked about in the postgame last week, it was close, but Duke called it up here. He's like, we got this. I'm not worried at all. It just felt like this is going to come together for the Saints, and he was spot on. It did in the second half. Keys to the game, let's talk a little bit about that for St. Ansgar. I think it's win first down. Hey, we be 2nd and 4. Keeps the whole playbook open. You can let Schwiesau do his work back there at the quarterback spot if it's not 3rd and 15, right? Or 2nd and 9. Instead, we want to be 2nd and 4, keep the playbook open, and go roll. So win first down for the Saints, limit explosive plays. We talked about how dangerous Harpenau is with his legs and his arm, especially to Schmillen. We will keep an eye on that one, and then finish drives. You win championships by scoring points. That sounds ridiculously simple, but man, is it hard to do, right? And if you come up short in the red zone multiple times in one of these games, you put yourself in a situation where it's really difficult to win. They have to capitalize. I believe the Saints will move the football today, get it in the end zone, and they'll win this thing. Because let me clarify, MMCRU is going to score too.
Well, yeah, no doubt. And St. Ansgar used to scoring points. And MMCRU is used to not allowing them, right? So this is Class A. This is Iowa Class A football. These teams have not seen each other. As a matter of fact, what is the overlap of opposition? Zero?
It's none.
It's none.
They have played all of the teams in their little cocoon of Northwest Iowa, which appears to be very good. Yeah. And we've played all of our cocoon of teams over here in Northeast Iowa. We haven't. There's not any crossover anywhere that you can make.
The state has done a great job. I tell you what, the state did the girls did a perfect job of calling the state qualifiers for volleyball. There's not a single upset in Class 1A volleyball. Everything as it showed on paper should be the winners were the winners. So far, that's happened here as well. Now, we hope for an upset, right? Because St. Ansgar comes in as the second seeded team. MMCRU comes in as the number 1 seeded team. However, the state had these two teams ranked 1 and 2 pretty much all season, correct? And so they've done a great job of recognizing. They recognize things that I don't see, and I'm sure there's a lot of data that goes into that. But the fact is, until they see each other, we have no idea what we've got. How good is their little cocoon? We've assumed all season that it's been really good.
Right.
And how good is the opposition that we play? We don't know, but we're going to find out here in the next 3 hours.
Yep, we are going to find out. That is exactly right. MMCRU, tackle in space. They have to tackle Michaels, Mullenbeck, and Clevenger. Again, easier said than done, but they need to tackle in space. They have to stay patient offensively. St. Ansgar's defense, we've seen it all year. They're not going to give up anything easy. So Harpenau is going to have to be patient and not force it. They're introducing the Saints here. That's why it just got real loud in this place. But I tell you what, I hope the last car out of St. Ansgar locked the front door because there's nobody left. They are all here in the dome, and they are all loud. What an awesome atmosphere this is going to be for MMCRU. Their stands are full as well. So there are a lot of people here in this dome today. Turnovers, big plays, and penalties. There you go. That's what this game's going to come down. These are two very evenly matched teams. They do things very differently, but this is going to be a tight game until somebody takes advantage of one of those three things, in my opinion. And you can add special teams to that. And I think that might be where the Saints have their biggest advantage is in special teams. This special teams is, well, they're special, Travis. We saw it last week with Mullenbeck flipping the script to start the second half with that 83-yard touchdown return. Does something like that happen today? Boy, I sure like the Saints' chances if we can get one that direction.
Yeah, and the special teams was what broke that game open. You know, it looked so evenly matched, offense versus defense, no one really given. And then it's that other dimension of special teams that kind of blew that game open with the second half kickoff return from Mullenbeck.
Yep, so I think those are your storylines. Porter Schweitzau had a day last Thursday. Can he repeat that performance? 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns out of the option. That may be, again, another thing to watch of what's that look like. Interesting talking this week to players and coaches and trying to get a feel for what this game was going to be like. I think as a whole, MMCRU schemes aren't exotic. They don't do anything we're not used to or haven't seen. They just execute really, really well. So the Saints will have to do the same on defense to go execute, and they are big. This is the first team that matches up size-wise with the Saints all season. MMCRU wins the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. So the last 2 weeks, the Saints have lost the toss, but the other team has elected to take the football. This week, MMCRU wins the toss as well, but they elect to defer to the second half. So the Saints will have it first on offense. This first drive will be super important. Set the tone, win first down early, and go punch this thing in. If you're listening at home, remember you can watch this game on the TV and listen to us on YouTube here on this broadcast. So if you want to watch it, you can do that. But you know what else? If you're in a spot where I just can't watch it on TV, bring up your screen, because Duke's going to have some of the best graphics since Tecmo Bowl on your screen to help you have a visual. We can't show you any video, but we can help create some visuals. And Duke put his skills to work and worked a little magic, and you can follow along right here on your screen.
You got it. So quick disclaimer on that. If you're just joining us, we'll probably be ahead of the video stream, so that's going to be on Iowa Public Broadcast, whatever that is in your local area, or you can watch it online at iowapbs.org/watch. And maybe I'll throw that into the chat here. But we are, and the disclaimer is, we are sitting on the home side. That's where the media section is. So you might hear a lot of loud cheering when MMCRU has a big play. We're not sure if the Saints fans will project better into our mics or the MMCRU fans will, but don't doubt any bit that this is just this pure energy in this room right now. So thanks for joining us for this one. Again, you can watch But why would you want to listen to those guys when you can listen to us? We'll be about 15 seconds ahead of their broadcast, I project.
Exactly.
And the way Joe can predict and call plays, we might be 15 seconds ahead of what's happening on the field.
You never know. Kickoff is right now. Class A championship game is underway. Kickoff goes to Matt Clevenger, who fumbles. Ball's loose. MMCRU recovers. Disaster on play number 1. Matt Clevenger fields the short kick near the sideline, takes a big hit. The ball pops loose, and MMCRU recovers.
So MMCRU wins the toss, allows St. Ansgar to take the opening kickoff, but in essence gets tremendous field position on that opening kickoff with the turnover.
You got it. So MMCRU has it on offense and a short field. They'll have it at the 28-yard line of the Saints. The Saints defense is going to have to come up big early here. Harpenau, shotgun. They're going to run the spread. Normally here, quick pass out to a wide open Johnson, who gets 9 yards on first down, tackled by Michaels, but not before a big gainer on first down. Makes it 2nd and 1.
9-yard gain.
You could see that, paying a lot of attention to Schmillen. There was 2 receivers at the top of the screen, and you have to make a choice, right, of where you think the ball's going. And Gage Johnson wide open in the flat as a result. Harpenau in the shotgun, has Mulder back with him to protect. Now they're going to hand it off to Mulder. Mulder, no gain on the play. 2nd and 1, the first running play of the game. Comes up with nothing. 3rd down. Good job there by the Saints defense.
MMCRU at the Saints 19-yard line here. Need 1 yard to get a first down with 3rd and 1. I'm going to guess this is 4-down territory. We saw the kicker kicking some decently long field goals.
They do have a field goal kicker, that is for sure.
I would guess they'll ride the momentum if they don't pick it up here.
Back to passes. Harpenau looking over the middle. That ball tipped, nearly picked off. Joe Clevenger got his big mitts on it, but knocks it away. 4th down, decision time for MMCRU. That was going to be a completed pass for a first down inside the 5. Instead, Joe Clevenger reads it, knocks it down.
Clevenger there early and understood exactly where that thing was going, gets his mitt on it, and nearly picked off. Was that Seth Schatz was there with the second chance at that?
And that was not close to being a completion because of how tight that window was.
Somebody was going to knock it down.
Somebody was going to knock it down.
Schmillen in at fullback here. Watch for just the fullback run. 4th down, 4th and 1. Harpenau going to throw it. Looking to the right side. Has a man complete to Bork. First down, Royals at the 13. Just sat down in coverage, kind of found an empty spot in that zone, did Bork.
Yep, little 5-yard hitch route.
Pretty hard to defend for the Saints.
Needed 1, picks up 5-6. Makes it first down at the 13-yard line.
First and 10.
Had a chance to get off the field there. Couldn't capitalize.
Saw that last week as well.
Toss play out to Mulder, tackled in space. Really nice job by Joe Clevenger. Joe Clevenger comes up after Michaels gets held all the way out of the play. He was going to be there too. No penalty, gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Good job there by Joe Clevenger. He makes 2 plays in the early going. So the Saints fumble away the opening kickoff. MMCRU started this drive at the Saints 27.
MMCRU, a lot of big guys on that line, a lot of tools to score points. Neither team has lost this year. There's a big pass.
Tipped up and caught.
Tipped to himself, caught for a touchdown. Number 7, Michael Schmillen had 3 touchdowns in the first half last week. He's got 1 early here. He tipped that ball to himself.
I think the Saints
batted it up.
That was batted by a Saint.
It was well
batted up in the air and it falls right into his hands.
Yep. So defended quite well by, who is that on this? Zaid, was it 4?
I can't tell who's there, but a Saint in traffic there knocks it up, and somehow Schmillen comes down with it for the touchdown reception. It's 6-0. MMCRU going to kick the extra point. They've done that all year. I think they've only converted 3 two-point conversions all season. So we'll expect them to kick it. I'll expect the Saints to go for 2. Extra point on the way up and right through. 7-0, MMCRU capitalizes on the Saints turnover on the opening kick.
Couple of bad breaks there for the Saints. First on fumbling the kickoff, then on that touchdown pass. I mean, that was well defended. Just the ball popped right up, and as the receiver was falling down, it kind of fell right in his hands. And unfortunate couple breaks for the Saints to start. We saw that last week too in the semifinal game.
Yeah.
Saints come out. Wapsie Valley took an early lead there, but then, saw some adversity. And we're seeing it again here to start.
Yep, exactly. See if the Saints can just settle in. They took a punch early last week. Take one here again. Catch a bad break, one self-inflicted wound.
Yeah, it's eerily similar to last week. Not in the exact plays how they went down, but obviously the luck is very much on MMCRU's side here at the moment. They get that. And obviously, they make some of their own light. Right?
Yep.
They create the turnover.
You got it.
That tip ball went right in the receiver's hand. Saints are going to take their second kickoff here with 9 minutes and 29 seconds to go.
This is early, and this might be a preposterous statement, but the Saints have to control the football for 4 or 5 minutes here. I don't know. I'm not saying you got to score, but the Saints cannot go 3 and out on this drive.
That's a big kick.
Or let that ball bounce at the 5. Mully picks it up at the 5. Gonna return it, waiting for a block. Doesn't get one across the 15. And this thing's all MMCRU in the first 10 plays.
Yeah, so Mullenbach's, that kick is going over his head, right? It's going a lot further than he expected it to go. So he's going to let it bounce, see if he can get that thing to go through the end of the end zone. But it just
died. Yep.
Just died in that spot. Everyone's a little bit out of sync on that.
It's one of those, usually that ball goes over your head when you're at the 10-yard line. That means it's going into the end zone. It does not. He has to pick it up at the 5, returns it to the 16, where the Saints will have it for drive number 2. Again, I don't. If you're the Saints, just got to control the football a little bit. Settle down, right? Go run your offense here out of the wishbone. Michaels has it. Michaels with a good gain on first down. The Saints' offensive line making big holes there. Just gets tripped up. Gain of 3 for Michaels on his first carry.
Those 3 yards happened so fast on that too, didn't they? Hole opens up. Michael shoots through it. 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
So the Saints will have it here, 2nd and 7. Under 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. A quarter that did not start the Saints' direction here. They got to recover here. This is Clevenger inside. Clevenger's down. The ball comes out, but he is down.
Whistle blew before.
Gain of 2. We'll make it 3rd and 5.
These guys are working that ball for sure. Clevenger's down on that one after a gain of a couple.
Yeah, he'd been down a half hour when they took it away.
The ball squirts out. The home team goes wild. 3rd down.
3rd and 5 for your Saints.
But just to see the ball come out kind of gets the Royals chomping at the bit a little bit. Crowds on their feet over here. Saints they've got to make a statement here. They got to stop this momentum.
For sure.
The Royals have.
2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Michaels in motion. Option, pitch,
my goodness.
fumble.
And that is a backward lateral. That is another turnover at the 10-yard line for these things. You talk about ball control, call it 12-yard line. Saints are off to a
disastrous start. The first 4 minutes couldn't have gone worse for the Saints. 2 turnovers, 2 short fields for MMCRU. They already trail by 7. That was the option play. Going to toss it, going to pitch it backwards to Michaels. It hits Michaels kind of in the face mask and takes a bad bounce for the Saints. A good bounce for MMCRU. They recover it at the 12. In the red zone again to start drive number 2 is MMCRU.
Yeah, Saints just on their heels here to start this thing. They got to get settled. There's plenty of time to get settled. Look like a false start on that.
Harper now option.
Good
Michaels
coverage.
with a great tackle on Mulder in space. Loss of almost 3 yards on the play. Great job by Michaels. He's playing angry now.
Yeah, Michaels doesn't make that tackle, and that's going to go for some yards.
Yep.
Maybe a touchdown.
Michaels might have been the last guy to beat on that side on the option. Just an option run by Harper now. Out to his right. He pitches it back to Mulder, but Michaels is right there to catch him in the backfield. Big play by Michaels there, 2nd and 13.
You know, the Saints, so far, we've seen them really snuff out the run.
Empty backfield. Harper now nowhere to go, so he's just going to take off and run with it. Clevenger meets him at the 10, along with JT Red, Chase Haugen, Derek Heeman, and a host of Saints.
Yeah, he's tough to take down.
I think Haugen was first guy there. Clevenger helped bring him down.
It takes a bunch of them.
So 3rd down from the 10-yard line, 3rd and 8. Big play time here for the Saints. You wonder if MMCRU won't try the field goal here if they don't get 4 or 5 yards.
Or with the momentum they have.
Right.
Do they need all of it here, right?
Just empty backfield. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Harper now looking down here. He has a man at the 5. Caught there. It'll be 4th down, but 4th and short. Complete to Gage Johnson. Joe Clevenger, Corbin Michaels combine for the tackle. 4th and 3. Decision time number 2.
Now, what do you do here if you're MMCRU?
I kick field goal.
For it.
Do you,
I go for it.
Do you try and draw them off? Do you try and draw them off and take the penalty? I mean, you got a kicker that can kick.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're going to go for it here.
Our offense, we gave 2 fumbles now and almost a 3rd.
4 receivers set.
Timeout. Coaches.
Timeout on the field. Timeout MMCRU, their first of the half.
Their coach had to run about 30 yards to get that timeout.
He didn't like something. He either changed his mind or he didn't like what his matchup was versus the Saints defense there. They had 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom, and Mulder in the backfield with Harper now out of the option shotgun.
I've seen we've seen this a lot here during these high school games where the coaches take that, like, we're going for it on 4th, and they kind of look to see what the defense does. And maybe it was the intent to call timeout the whole time. I'm not sure that it was in that case because he was a long way away from a referee.
Yep, exactly.
If I'm MMCRU, I'm going for it because even if you don't get it and you turn the ball over here at the 5-yard line,
you're right.
The Saints have not proven the 2 times they've had the ball that they can hang on to it. So you're fine giving them the ball at the 5.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yep, exactly right. And that is going to be the call. Looks like they're going to go for it here. Back to action we go. Whistle the ball into play. MMCRU going to kick the field goal. MMCRU changes their mind. That's what the sprinting coach was about. He's like, let's get that 10-point lead. Eventually he comes to his senses and agrees with not your average Joe here on the broadcast. Well, Joe 1, Travis 0 on the calls to start. Here we go. Field goal attempt coming up. It's going to be a, 22-yard attempt.
You can mark me down with Travis on that one.
A flag on the play. Delay of game. Wow.
That did take a long time.
And there's a lot of angry folks on the blue sideline, but I believe delay game is going to be the call. Delay game on the offense.
So there's a lot of disagreement, including in the broadcast booth up here.
Yeah,
with the guys
there's
next
some
to
question of when they started the clock.
Did it not reset after they took the timeout?
He is hot. Let's see if we can figure out on the broadcast on the screen here. We can't show it to you, but we can look.
The clock management in here has not been perfect. I'll say that. So
the clock's down below 12 seconds again. Field goal attempt on the way from 5 yards further. 27-yard kick up, and it is good. 10-0 MMCRU on the strength of 2 St. Ansgar fumbles. They give them the ball inside the 27-yard line twice. The Saints nearly prevented the touchdown on the first drive, hold them to just 3 on the second. A disastrous start that can all be righted on this next drive.
I think if you're talking to the kids right now, the answer is, you know what? Hey, that's a win. Like, considering what position we were put in there, to only allow 3 points on that,
absolutely,
we'll take that.
Yep.
Now let's ride that momentum.
You got
and
it.
Build on it.
You got it. And that's exactly what the Saints have to do now. No panic here. There'll be no panic out of this Saints group, either coaching staff or players. We're fine. Hang on to the football and put a long drive together here.
I guess The Saints are they look like they're holding a stick a little bit too tight, to steal a hockey phrase.
There you
just
go.
got to loosen up. You know how good you are. Just play like it.
Exactly. Exactly right. Just. And at this point, maybe it's easier to do that because it's 10-0. Let's just go play. Let's just go play. That's what all that training, all the work that they put in, they're ready for this. Just got to put a drive together right here. Kickoff on the way from Johnson. High kick again, going to be fielded at the 15 by Seth Schatz. Seth Schatz all the way back to his 10. Comes back to the 15 or 16. Just great job by the special teams for MMCRU there. That thing is high and just hangs up there forever, giving the defense or the cover team a chance to get down there. Schatz fields it at the 15, but his momentum takes him back to the 10, excuse me, and he can only get back to about where he fielded it originally, which is about the 16-yard line, which is exactly where the last drive started for the Saints. Out of the wishbone, Schwiesau under center. Handoff Michaels. Michaels met in the backfield, but he won't go down that easily. Turned a loss of 1 into a gain of 2.
Going back to that kickoff return, I was really surprised considering what's happened so far in this game to not see Seth with 2 hands on that ball. It looked like he was trying to weave a little bit, and we've got to protect that ball.
No doubt about it. So gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8. Schwiesau hands it off to Michaels. Michaels finds a seam. Nice run. Gain of 6 or 7 for Michaels as he just hits that seam hard.
Man.
Good job by the offensive line. Make a little hole, and Michaels squirts right through it.
You said earlier he's playing angry, and he looked angry.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd down and 2.
Man, Saints football has forever lived on 3rd down and 2. Hopefully they can get this one.
Hand off Michaels. He's going. Breaks through a tackle and then another. First down for the Saints. Their first down of the day. Gain of 5. All the way out to the 29 go the Saints. And this is a crew that only spots the ball at the even yardage line. We see that from week to week. Some of them will actually spot it where it belongs. Some of them will always move it to the hash.
And none of them measure.
And none of them measure. We learned that last time.
Well, either it's on the hash or it's not.
Wishbone, handoff. Mullenbeck brought down in the backfield. So Mullenbeck's first carry ends in a loss of 3.
And he had no chance there. He was wrapped up about the same time he got the handoff.
Got the football. Yeah, that the defensive end, I believe, or a blitzing linebacker from that right side breaks through, and it's 2nd and 13.
Should the Saints decide to throw, Schwiesau is not going to have much time. There is a lot of blue and black in the backfield. Real quick on these plays.
Was a linebacker. That was Mulder. So they run a 3-5 handoff.
There we go.
Michaels dragging Fellers ahead all the way out to the 35, a gain of 8. So he gets the 3 back, plus 5 more will make it 3rd and a short 5. Now again, they're going to spot it all the way out exactly at the 35, so let's make it 3rd and 4. Saints get the advantage of the extra yard. They'll take advantage of it here. So they have a 3-man front, 3 defensive linemen, but they've got 2 linebackers that are essentially playing as defensive ends because they're rolled up. So there's really a 5-man front in a lot of cases. We're going to see it here again. There's 5 guys on the line for the defense. Handoff. Michaels met in the backfield, falls ahead for a yard, but it'll be 4th down and 3, and the Saints will punt it away. Punt team out for the Saints. They burn a little clock here. Going to be under 2.5 minutes to play in this first quarter.
We need more than that at this point.
But great defense by the Royals forces the first Saints punt. Mullenbeck is your punter. Back to receive is Johnson. Great punt. Johnson fields it at the 30 and brought down across the 35. No, he's still on his feet. Missed tackle there. Gets an extra 3 or 4 yards for Johnson. He's going to have it across out to the 37-yard line, so MMCRU has to go the length of the field for this drive. They started the first two on their own on the Saints 27 and then on the Saints 13 after 2 fumbles for the Saints to start this one.
Yeah, defensively, I think the Saints have done a good job. They've had 2 short fields to work with on the MMCRU side. Saints obviously allowed the touchdown on the first one. Even that came off of a tip pass by the Saints. And then the second one with the really short field, they're able to hold them to a field goal. So it'll be interesting to see how the Saints respond here when MMCRU has
defense needs to respond here. Run up the middle for Mulder. Nowhere to go. Joe Clevenger knifes in, makes the tackle. No gain.
You know, as bad as the start has been for St. Ansgar, you said it, Eric, the defense has actually been pretty good.
Yeah,
for sure.
We can already see hints of MMCRU maybe being forced to be a little one-dimensional. They have not got anything on the ground yet.
You got it. You got it. And that's what we thought we'd see here. And that is exactly what has happened. Joe Clevenger had 14 tackles last week. He's well on his way to doing the same thing this week. Harper now has Mulder in the backfield with him. 3 receivers. Looking for one of those. Not finding him. Going to take off and run, and he's got room to run.
Got a lot of room.
Harper now first down and more out of bounds at midfield. That's exactly what the Saints were afraid of there. Of that coverage downfield. Harper now will beat you with his legs. He does that. First down and more. They really steps out of bounds at precisely the 48-yard line of MMCRU. Good block by Brayson Mulder on the play.
Yeah, got him an extra 5 yards with that block, probably.
For sure. Empty backfield. 2 receivers. A tight end out there. 5 receivers and a tight end. Let's see what Harper now does here. Looking deep.
Wide open.
Wide open to Schmillen over the middle to the 25-yard line. MMCRU is marching. Huge completion there. 28 yards. Again, precisely at the 24-yard line. That bothers me if you can't tell.
I can tell.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter.
I don't disagree. It's hard enough to pick up the yards here, obviously, or defend the yards for that matter.
We don't need to add one on every play. But they do, and it's 10-0 MMCRU, and Schmillen has hurt the Saints in a couple big plays. Harper now has hurt the Saints with his feet as well. And hand it off to the fullback. This is the other Schmillen.
He's got room, a lot of room.
Around the end, big gainer, first down inside the 10. Gain of 16 or 17 on the play. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Little misdirection there. I think the Saints had that initial, what looked like the kind of a counter play, but they had the, what would have been if it wasn't a counter, snuffed out, but then they reversed it around the other way, wide open. You know, hitting some big passes, that'll open up the run game too.
They move it to the 7, so first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, good call, Duke. It seems like hitting those passes is going to open the run game. We probably get a chance to see it here as the field shortens up. Saints has done a good job of protecting the end zone. We'll see how this one goes right here with a first and goal.
Handoff inside, back to Schmillen again, 83. The big other Schmillen.
Great
tackle. Who is that? Is that Seth Schatz?
Seth Schatz,
sure
number
is.
9 on the tackle.
Great job, Schatz. He forces a short loss on the play. They're going to correction. They give him 2 yards. They're going to spot it all the way up at the 6. That is the end of the first quarter. Not the start the Saints wanted here in the Dome. They'll look to recover. They trail at 10-0. And it's second and goal when we come back from the 6.
When innovation meets horsepower, great things happen. Johnson Oil keeps Absolute Energy moving, fueling their plant with off-road diesel, swapping forklift cylinders, and setting tanks for the crews that keep the work going strong. And from Absolute's locally made E85 to the roads of North Iowa and southern Minnesota, we deliver it straight to our customers. 1 mile, 1 tank, 1 partnership at a time. Because powering progress takes more than fuel. It takes trust. Johnson Oil. Contact us today for more.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
You know, there is a better way to buy crop insurance. You've got to get to know Joe.
Take care of your spine. St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Focus Insurance Team. Safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Second quarter about to get underway. It is 2nd and goal from the 6 for MMCRU. Harpenau has Mulder in the backfield with him.
Pistol formation.
Looking to pass. Nobody there. Going to take off and run. Michaels meets him at the goal line, but in for the touchdown is Harpenau. The 6-yard touchdown scamper. The Saints have done a great job of in coverage down the field. Yeah. Nobody open, but Harpenau, smart, just pulls it down, runs with it, jogs in. Michaels hit him at the goal line, but not in time. It's 16-0 Royals.
Yeah, not a lot of pressure on the quarterback himself, but like you said, the coverage is good enough that he now has the room to scoot outside, find that opening. That field was just a sea of green in front of him. Michaels comes from the middle of the end zone and hits him at about the 1, but by then it's too late. Forward momentum takes him into the end zone for touchdown number 2 here for these Royals.
Gage Johnson on to attempt the extra point for MMCRU. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. 17-0. One play into the second quarter. The Saints are going to find out what they're made of this afternoon.
You got it.
It's response time, and I'm confident they will do exactly that. They will. You go here. How do you overcome a 17-point deficit? One play at a time, right?
You know, the good news is that the Saints have given the Royals such short fields.
Yep.
Given them such big chunk plays on that last drive that not much time has come off the clock for 3 scores. So there's, 3 quarters of football left.
There's a lot of football left to play here. Saints can answer here, totally flip that script. Everything's gone wrong, and if you can find a way to trail by less than 2 scores at the half, or 2 scores or less at the half, you'll take that, right? And again, not ideal, but from this point forward, that's if you can make this thing a 17-7 halftime score, or a 20-14, something like that, the Saints will take that, and that's your job right now. That's what the coaching staff is doing. We have the best coaching staff in the state. I have no doubt they're over there. It's all right. Calm down. Relax. We just got to play our brand of football, and we will be fine. The Saints will get that opportunity here on their 3rd drive. Kick on the way, high again, just floating kick, fielded by Michaels at the 22, and running straight ahead with it is Michaels.
He's in the open.
There we go.
Michaels is loose. Corbin Michaels to the house. Exactly what the Saints needed. They return a kick in this place for the 2nd time in 2 weeks. Corbin Michaels says, jump on my back, we're going to the end zone. 17-6.
I think that's exactly what he's saying. You see that short, high kick, and it gives the defense a time to get there, but guess what? they're a little too far up the field when Michaels takes that thing right down the middle. It's one thin layer of defense, and away he goes to the house.
Great blocking by the Saints return team. I don't think Michaels got touched.
No. And you know, that
78 yards to the house.
As good as the jump has been for MMCRU, I mean, don't get me wrong, like 17 points to nothing coming out is fantastic. It's the script you could have hoped for as a Royals.
The extra point is up, and it is good.
But
Max Neely, the freshman, gives the Saints 7. It's 17-7.
So what I was going to say is when you start, the start for you is so good, you get a little anxious, and then you over pursue. You know, and if you're St. Ansgar, you have to look for those opportunities because they can be there, and if you don't take advantage of them, then you can't get back in the game.
Yep. And let's talk about the chess match of our coaches moving Michaels up to the 25-yard line there, right?
Yeah.
Of, hey, let's move it. They're going to try to kick it and let it float up there. Let's go grab it and run it back for 6. Because they're going to give you a great seam, and they do exactly that.
They did.
Great adjustment in this chess match, and boy, did the Saints need that one.
And prior to that play, I was going to say, this MMCRU team is obviously very well coached too, right? They took looked at a lot of footage of our kick returns, and these are the things that the Saints tend to do. We want to make sure that we minimize the potential threats there, and they've done a great job with those kickoffs so far. And we've seen too many, right, with 17 points on the board.
Yep.
But that one, to your point, the Saints coaches adjust to what they're doing. We show them something that we're not used to doing.
The only reason I knew it was Michaels was because of his red arm sleeve and the white tape over top. I was like, well, why is Michaels way up there? Oh, I see why. Because he's going to the house. It's 17-7. The Saints cut into that lead with a kickoff return for a touchdown by Corbin Michaels. Kickoff here, fielded at the 14-yard line. Johnson has it. Great tackle by J.T. Red. Good open field tackle by Jager Trenton. Out across the 34, going to mark it at the 35.
So often you see, I don't want to say little guys, but like cornerbacks, defensive backs, people in JT Red's position, they'll try to hit a guy, but they won't wrap him up.
Yeah,
right.
And so JT Red did a great job of not only hitting him, but then getting his arms around him so that he didn't just bounce off and keep running.
All right, Saints defense. The offense has put you in a bad spot, I will admit, but it's time. Stand up right here. If you're the Saints defense and come up with a huge stop, would be big in the terms of momentum in this football game. A ton of football left to play.
Royals come out in a pistol formation. 2 receivers left, 1 right.
Looking at the top, nobody there. Going to take off and run again. Harpenau is. Big gain on first down. Gain of 6 as he just takes off and runs with it. Does Harpenau. Again, the Saints defense doing a good job in coverage. But Harpenau is slippery, and he quickly, if it's not there, he's just bringing it down and running with it.
He made his first read, made his second read within about 2 seconds, and he was taken off.
I think that's the first play of the second quarter that wasn't a touchdown, after we have touchdowns on consecutive plays to start quarter number 2 in this one. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Mulder in the backfield with Harpenau, going to run the option here. Harpenau's going to keep. Harpenau first down and more across midfield.
Mullenback runs him out of bounds on that one.
But a gain of 12. Ball's at midfield. Harpenau has hurt the Saints with his legs in this first half. Eli Harpenau, 5 of 6 passing for 60 yards and a touchdown, and 5 carries for 36 yards on the ground. Going to hand it off here. Inside handoff to Mulder. Nothing doing. Gain of 1. The Saints interior is just so good against the run. They have been all year. And Harpenau and the Royals, I think, are going to find out they're not going to be able to run the ball inside. Unfortunately, they've had a lot of success throwing it and running it with the quarterback. 2nd and 9, ball just across midfield into Saints territory. Same look here again, out of that pistol a lot. Straight back to pass, intended for Johnson, incomplete. Quick pass, going to be a quick hitter, was going to be a short gain anyway, but that ball hits the turf before it gets to the receiver, Johnson.
Little bubble screen there.
Yep.
Yeah, he seemed a little rush on that pass. Kicks that one out a little early.
3rd and 9 from midfield. You'd think with a 10-point lead here, if the Saints can come up with the stop, that MMCRU would punt it away on 4th down.
Gotta get stopped.
Empty backfield. Harper now. Surveying the defense.
Big throw.
Launches it open. Receiver, but it's picked off. Undercut by Johans.
Trey Johans. I love that move, putting him out there. He sees that coming. He just parks himself underneath it and makes that catch.
That was
and the Saints get a turnover of their own. Nicely done there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very kindly.
Oh, that was pretty.
He just launched that thing up in the air. Receiver was open, but you know what?
Underthrown.
Underthrown, and I don't know if Johans hadn't picked it off, Shots might have. Because he's right there too.
Exactly.
That ball just floated on him, and the Saints come up big. They have it on offense. Michaels with it. Michaels breaks the tackle. Corbin Michaels, first down, still on his feet. Going to add 15 on a face mask, and the Saints have seized the momentum here in the dome.
Yes, they have. And Mike, honestly, without the face mask, Michaels might have been gone.
Correct.
On that.
Tackled via face mask. So it's going to be a gain of about 14 on 1st down. He had one man to beat, and that man grabbed his face mask to make the tackle. Yeah, that's a 15-yarder to push the Saints near midfield.
Go back to that interception. That was a great job by our defensive line of getting in the face of the quarterback and rushing that throw. That might have been why he underthrew it.
Yep, you got it. Great job by the Saints. Boy, they have responded. We said they would, and they have come up big in this 2nd quarter. After being down 17-0, the Saints have it. 1st down near midfield.
Clevenger up the middle.
Joe Clevenger with a gain of almost 5. Let's see if they pick the short or the long hash. The short hash, so give him 4.
He was met there at the line, but fell forward for about, 3-4 yards?
Yep.
Which you said last week, Joe. I think Clevenger always falls forward.
No doubt about it. A gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6, and the Saints are back to playing their brand of football, trying to capitalize on their first takeaway. Michaels has it. Michaels into the defensive backfield. 1st down and more. Corbin Michaels across the 40, down to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Saints.
What an aggressive runner he is. He's just shooting through the middle. He's pushing right through guys. Even when he hits a wall, he stays on his feet and just keeps grinding. 1st down, Saints.
I tell you what, this offensive line took a punch in the mouth in that 1st quarter, and they have responded. And they are punching back here to start the 2nd quarter.
No sweat, 6305. It is televised. It's on Iowa Public Broadcast Network, whatever station you have locally, or you can get it online at iowapbs.org/watch. I have no idea how you're getting such a good stream. Mine's not keeping up.
With a good jump cut there. Gain of 2.
Juke's a defensive lineman in the backfield who was hoping to swallow him up, but ends up getting a gain there. So
turns what would have been a loss into a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
And this type of drive is exactly what the Saints needed. You love to have those points on the board, but what you want to do is wear out their defense.
Whistle before the snap.
I think we're going to have a encroachment.
You think that'll go defense, eh?
We saw a couple of these against the Saints this season where it goes against the defense on that pre-snap penalty. Let's see if we get an offsides on the defense here.
Well, it looked like one of the defensive backs ran up.
Not going to be the case. Going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Saints.
You know, sometimes you see if the defensive player simulates a snap, that's a penalty, and they did
that's
have
what it looked like to you.
A safety run up to the line of scrimmage about a second before they snapped it, and evidently that drew one of our players off, and we get the false start call.
So 2nd and 13 after the 5-yard walk-off. The first penalty of the game on the Saints. One 15-yard face mask penalty is the only penalty on the MMCRU. So one each team. Schwiesau in a pistol. Puts Michaels in motion.
Back to pass.
Over the middle. Oh, just incomplete. Off the fingertips of Mullenback. Just a little high. Connor did a great job of getting a piece of it, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Just a little bit overthrown.
Just slightly.
Almost got it.
If he can catch that in stride, we might be...
no doubt. Bracketed there. Had 2 defenders nearby, but good job by Schwiesau to put it where his guy could get it.
Yeah,
and no one else could.
A little bit out of reach, but he threw it in a spot where no defender was going to get
Correct.
it. Absolutely right,
yep,
Joe.
safe play there. 3rd and 13. Michaels with the carry. Corbin Michaels gets 5.
What do you do here, Joe?
It's 4th and 8 from the 37-yard line. I go for it if I'm the Saints, but
that seemed like we're going to do 4 down play.
It looked like the handoff there was that means we're going to go, but we're not. Punt team coming in. Saints are going to punt it away. There's only 16 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry.
Got to hustle
here or burn a timeout. 10 seconds on the play clock, and Coach Clevenger calls a timeout. He understands the situation and just says, you know what, we can't take these to the second half anyway. Let's burn one, make sure we get this off correctly. So the Saints are going to punt it away after the interception by Johans. The Saints drive it, 40-some yards across midfield, but the penalty's the killer there, right?
Yeah.
You erase that penalty, and now it's 4th and 2, and the Saints are going for it.
Yep.
But on 4th and 8, they're going to kick it away.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I don't know how you respond to a defense that's as quick as these guys, right? And I don't know enough about what coaching maneuvers you can make to take advantage of their speed and kind of turn it against them and things like that. But you're right, a 4th and 2 is so much different than our situation right now. That penalty hurt.
I don't think there's too many X's and O's you need to overthink as far as going against their defense. You do exactly what you did on this drive and just get rid of the penalty. And you're right where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly right. Exactly right. So things didn't go well in the first quarter, but boy, have the Saints responded, and they're back to their brand of football. Do our job, right? Play our game, and we've seen that here in the second quarter. And the Saints are right back on track here. Punt team no longer on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the pistol. Saints are going for it. 4th and 8.
Oh, we're going to do the little pooch kick.
Pooch kick coming.
He's got a
Fielded at the
receiver
20.
High enough.
Return to the 27-yard line where he's tackled there. So they tried the little pooch punt deal. Didn't get enough underneath it. And is that 7 or 1? 1.
7.
Was it 7? 7. Okay, 7 is Schmillen. The heads-up play to get underneath it and return it to the 27-yard line. But comparatively, that's a long field for MMCRU, right? After they take the ball away a couple times in that first quarter and create short fields to take a 17-0 lead. The Saints get a turnover on the last possession of their own, but punt it away ultimately after driving across midfield. So MMCRU has it
for the Saints.
Penalties and turnovers have been the story of this one.
Empty backfield again for the Royals.
3 receivers at the top of the screen. Looking that way now, comes back around to the bottom. Intended for Johnson, complete. 1st down and more. Across the 40-yard line, tackled by Johans, but not before Brayson Mulder has a big gainer across the 40-yard line. Gain of 15.
So Matt Clevenger on that one. I think I saw that number right.
Yep,
Matt was
he
the first
was right
guy
there. He was
right?
pulling.
Great job to get a hold of that jersey and not let go for anything.
Yep.
Well, Johans makes his way over to finish off that tackle.
Just a well-executed play by Harper. Now he's talented, and he finds the open receiver after having too much time back there to survey the field. Empty backfield again. It appears as though MMCRU is going to give up on that run game and just chuck that pigskin.
There we go.
Harper now steps up, trying to run, nowhere to go. Good job there by the Saints defense, and Dietrich, Mr. Hale-style Dietrich with a big loss on the sack. Harper now couldn't find anybody downfield that time, so he was going to run with it. But a 6-yard loss as Dietrich comes up from that defensive end spot. It makes a huge play.
Yeah. Great
2nd
job
and 16.
stick your arm out. It's almost like they're playing, each defensive lineman is kind of playing spy on the QB. They're pushing their guy straight back and then kind of trying to grab the quarterback as he runs by.
As he's going by. Run play here for Schmillen.
Grab him.
83.
That was there we go.
There we go. Going to get a hold. I was going to scream it into the microphone, throw my headset. I'm glad I don't have to. We're going to get a holding penalty and a very, very short gain. In fact, no gain the way they're going to spot it. So it'll be interesting to see if the Saints keep it 3rd and 16 or push them back and make it 2nd and 26. What do you do here, Travis?
I decline it, make it 3rd and 15.
I think that's a lot to make up.
There's a long discussion here. We do have 2 hankies. We don't have 2 penalties, do we? Holding on the defense. Penalty is declined, so the Saints are going to go ahead and decline it. It'll be 3rd and 16. So the holding penalty gets called. And the Saints decline.
Wrestling coach Barry Kittleson would have been very proud of that MMCRU lineman, because that was an excellent-looking wrestling takedown.
It sure was. That was a great takedown.
But you can't do that. That's a hold.
Here we go. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Tight end at the top. Pass it over the middle. Caught. First down to Bork. Needed 16, got 17. First down Royals.
You know, Joe, I think I accept that penalty and back him up.
For that reason?
Yeah.
Now you want to change your mind?
What am I, over
That's why
2
I
now?
didn't make a decision. Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what, he was not
to
to the first down marker when he caught it. He did a good job of rolling himself forward on that one to get just enough to get the first down.
Clevenger hits him, but he's able to fall forward for that yard that he needed to get the first down.
And that was a beautiful pass from the quarterback there. When you hit your man in stride, you can get those extra yards after catch.
So MMCRU back in Saints territory. Harpenau hands it off to Mulder. Mulder for the big gain on first down. Going to round up to 10 yards, give him the first down.
I think so. JT Red, good job on there finishing that tackle off. You can see him put a shoulder on that ball, trying to knock that thing out of there. We could use a turnover here.
Saints could use another one of those down here for sure. They'll take it here. First down, MMCRU at the 37-yard line.
Hey, no sweat, 6305. I'm kind of having a hard time getting it loaded in here as well. But if you go to youtube.com and just do a search for Iowa Public Television, IPBS.
That feed seems to be stable.
That feed seems pretty stable if you can't get it on your TV.
Harpenau back to pass. Nobody open. Going to run with it. Haugen misses him in the backfield. Joe Clevenger comes up, tackles him after a gain of 1. Oh, good job by Clevenger. Spine on him there from his linebacker spot. Sees him coming up, rolling out after Haugen chased him out of the pocket, got a piece of him, but couldn't bring him down. God, this guy's hard to tackle. He is just a big, big dude. Eli Harpenau.
And Haugen was in a great position to have a 5-yard loss there from the sack, but it's like his defender or the guy blocking him just disengaged at the last second and kind of like, he fell forward and got out of position there.
2nd and 9. Harpenau has Mulder back with him, going to run the option. He's going to pitch it. Ball's on the ground. Mulder fumbles it, but he recovers it. Haugen tackles him for a loss of 4 on the play. That was the turnover the Saints needed. The option pitch hits the turf as Mulder can't bring it in, but it bounces right back to him.
I kind of want to see this again. It feels like, that was a backward pitch, wasn't it?
Yep.
That would have been a live ball had that thing come out of there.
Good
job. The quarterback kind of hesitated, like he was going to maybe keep it, maybe not pitch it, and then he pitched it the last second. I think it confused the running back there.
Yep. 3rd and 14. They've converted a 3rd and 16 on this drive already. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. One of those goes in motion. That's Schmillen, number 7. Back to pass.
Like a false start there.
All day to look. Finds a man short of the first down.
Short.
It's going to be 4th and less than a yard, depending on how they round. So it'll be 4th down, but 4th and incredibly short after a gain of 13 plus. So really nice job. That Bork has come up big now on 3rd and long twice, and Harpenau had all day to survey the field. 4th and short. Harpenau My guess is going to keep here. He does. Harper now over the edge. Flag on the play. He's still on his feet inside the 20s, forced out of bounds by Michaels, but we're going to get a holding call on the offense.
That is going to change
is massive.
This play.
Wow.
It's going to be a 4th and 10.
4th and 10, 11. Yeah.
Holding offense. Yep.
So it's going to push him back 10 yards all the way back to the 37-yard line. So it's 4th and a long 10, almost 11.
I didn't see who it was, but
Brayson Mulder was the call, number 1.
Number 1, and he is looking at the big screen, holding his hands in the air, asking what he did wrong.
Well, I seen him laying on top of a Saints player. Maybe that's something to do with it.
That does. Generally, that's a bad look. So MMCRU, 4th and 11. They're going to go for it. They've converted a 3rd and 16. They've gotten 13 yards on 3rd and 13. The Saints need a stop. 4th and 11. Harper now. Back to pass. Surveying the field.
Oh, great
defense.
Great defense by Michaels.
Wow, what a play by Corbin Michaels. He left his feet and knocked that thing away. It was going to be complete for a first down again.
Excellent defense there.
So Gage Johnson, MMCRU's kicker, and a big playmaker on defense and offense, comes off the field with putting no pressure on his right leg.
Yeah, he's hobbling pretty good. We saw a Wapsie kid come off the field similar to that last week, and within a few minutes he had shaken it off and was back.
Yep.
But, same with Curley. Curley was not looking great last week, but came back with a vengeance, so hopefully he's all
Shotgun,
right.
handoff Michaels on the sweep. Jet sweep goes nowhere. No gain. Under 2.5 to play in a wild first half. The Saints are down just 10 after disastrous first quarter. They have responded here in the second. Good defense by MMCRU right there. They saw that sweep coming, the jet sweep from out of the pistol there. And they tackle Michaels for no gain. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Under center here. Schwiesau looking for that quick
he is wide open.
Shots wide open. Caught down to the 35-yard line of the Royals. Goes Schwiesau to shots. Spotted at the 35.
Oh, what a play. Schwiesau backpedals, pump fakes to him like it's going to be a bubble screen. And then he
hits him
out, and he's wide open on the fly route.
Great play design. Gain of 28, and the Saints are cooking.
Little sleight of hand there.
Yeah, what a play call from the coaching staff there. Like you said, they okay, bubble screen coming. They crash, and he takes off running. They hits him over the top, wide open.
And not a play that you typically see go to Seth's shots, which I think is an important piece here too, right? They're watching for number 7. They're watching for Mullenbeck on these plays.
Back to pass again is Schwiesau. This is a screen. Caught by Mullenbeck. He breaks
He spins out of a tackle.
Gets out of bounds at the 30. Smart senior play right there. Get my 5 yards. Get out of bounds. Save a timeout. Minute 14 to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 from the 30 for the Saints.
And that was about to be a run, maybe a loss on the play.
Correct.
He caught that well behind the line of scrimmage, and he was like triple covered there almost.
Yep.
And spun out of that tackle and headed straight for the sideline to gain 5.
Yep. Really smart heads-up play there and a good athletic play for Mullenbeck. Back in the wishbone are the Saints after spending a couple plays in the spread. Michaels, first down carry, gain of 6. They'll stop the clock here in high school football. The clock will stop as they reset the chains. Ball's at the 24-yard line. First down, Saints. Minute 9 on the clock. They wind the clock. So the clock is running. Saints are not going to call a timeout. They have 2 left.
There's enough time here that you can kind of run that offense if you're quick about it and you keep getting those first downs.
You got it. Handoff Michaels. No, excuse me.
Oh, the forgotten man is...
Oh, incomplete pass intended for the forgotten man. I got you. Intended for Haugen.
I saw him opening up out there, and the defender just got in his way on that.
My silence was waiting for the flag because I thought we might get a pass interference flag.
Ooh.
Should have, but that should be 15 and a first down for the Saints. Flag stays in their pocket, so instead it's 2nd and 10, 50 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Haugen was running towards the ball. The defender got turned around stopped kind of right in front of him and stopped him from getting to where the ball was.
Pretty clearly pass interference. Back to pass. Michaels makes the reception, but is going to lose 2 yards on it. Caught it in the backfield, kind of had to lunge for it to get it. Timeout Saints. They're going to stop the clock here. It'll be 3rd and long with 42 seconds left in the half. They trail by 10. Wait, this drive has to end in points if you're a Saints fan.
It has
to find a way.
Saints got the opening kickoff, so obviously MMCRU is going to get the kickoff at the half. So Saints need to pull this into within one score here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to find a way here. 3rd and long, we looking for Mullen back, maybe, on this one?
That. I like Mullen back. You got a couple guys out there you can go to. You need a lot of yards. I think and you never know, right? You just never know what they may have up their sleeve for this situation. We've seen some different things here already.
Yep, exactly. So this is where the Saints coaching staff will get creative.
There's that touchdown kick return. Thanks, Mama Cass, for the photo.
Love it. That's a great picture.
Yeah, Mama Cass been sending us some pictures. So
after being down 17-0, the Saints have responded in the second quarter here, and they have a chance to cut this to 3 at the half, but need to convert here on 3rd and 12 from the Royals 26. Bunch receiver set here on the bottom of your screen. Going to look that way. Schwiesel lofts it up, and it is knocked away, incomplete.
So you're right, that one was going to Mullenback.
Yep, it was intended for Mullenback. Good job by the defensive back there. He knocks it away. Mullenback really didn't have a shot. So it'll be 4th down. Saints will go for it here.
And Schwiesel was under pressure almost immediately. He did not have much time to throw that ball at all.
He did not, right? Yep. He needed another second to let the play develop. Didn't have time. 15 seconds on the play clock. The Saints just get the play into the huddle. They're going to have to go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Now 5 out of the pistol. Here's Schwiesel. Got the play off. Complete. Incomplete. Knocked away. Excuse me. That was intended for Joe Hands. Wasn't going to get the first down anyway. It was going to be a gain of 6 or 7. The defender does a nice job of poking the ball away. Incomplete. And the Royals turn the Saints away. Good job by Johnson there, who miraculously recovered from his ankle injury on the last drive, apparently, because that's him. Just like you said, usually on this turf, you catch that stinger, get off, work it out a little bit, and you feel much better.
Yep.
A couple plays later. He must, because he made a great play defensively there. It does Johnson. So MMCRU has it, 32 seconds. The Saints, they're their own 26. I formation, the first time Harpenhau's been under center, and he's only there to take a knee. He does that, and we will go to the half. The Saints respond after an ugly start. MMCRU leads it 17-7 as we head to the half.
Is it 25 seconds on the play clock?
Yes.
It's never 40?
I don't know. No, it sometimes is, right? Sometimes it's 40.
Maybe
I'll bring up the play clock rules.
Well, I've been confused by the scoreboard because for most of the first quarter after we scored that touchdown, we had 8 points on the scoreboard, but we only kicked the extra
It's been a little interesting, has it?
The scoreboard has been interesting, and it might. Oh, you saw that delay of the game
so
that they had
the
earlier.
play clock is 40 seconds after a play ends, but resets to 25 for administrative stoppages like penalties, change of possession, and timeouts. So that's their coach was freaking out. They only got 25 seconds. Well, that's what the rule says, that you get 25 seconds.
There you go.
After the timeout. He was upset that they started the clock a little early. And if you're watching the TV coverage, you know what I'm saying by he was upset.
He was definitely upset. MMCRU is set to receive the opening kickoff when we come back after this. Saints restore some momentum and gain, well, they gained 7 points off of a 17-point deficit. In that one. They're looking to come back strong here in the second half.
We'll give you some stats when we come back to start the second half.
It's TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
Fuel up, champ. Life's better when you give butter.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
At Canine Cabin, I'm treated like a king.
Invest in their future. Choose St. Ansgar State Bank.
And we've got a really pretty cool rock here.
This is from L.R. Falk Construction.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 1:30 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Mustache makes him a man. The candle makes him a ladies' man. Milkhouse candles. Tonight's the...
Life's full of bumps, but thanks to L.R. Falk, at least the road isn't one of them.
At Mitchell County Public Health and Home Health, we protect, strengthen, and improve the health and well-being of our community through collaboration, prevention, education, and advocacy. From public health services to home health care, we're dedicated to quality care where and when you need it. Because we believe in thriving communities, with healthy people where everyone has access to quality care. Mitchell County Public Health and Home Health. Local care, lifelong impact.
Thank you Box K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
I can't believe the Enterprise Journal is offering such a good deal. I should get a subscription for everyone, but surely everyone already subscribes, right?
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes.
Oh my, milk house is getting bubbly.
They've sealed up the roof tighter than a hippo in a hot tub, and now I'm homeless.
I can always find the perfect gift at Home Sweet Home in St. Ansgar. Colbert Realtors helped us find the perfect home.
Love you, Dad!
Relax. We've got a policy for that.
every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Oh, thank God. Please tell me you brought Paradise Pizza.
You've got to get to know Joe.
Town & Country Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Saints TV.
Sometimes, you just feel out of your element. That's when you call in a local team who knows the lay of the land. Because even when you don't play it perfectly, you've still got the team behind you. At St. Ansgar State Bank, we're that team. For your savings, for your business, for your next big leap. So whether you're spiking air, eating sand, or launching your goals, don't go it alone. St. Ansgar State Bank, your winning team, your local bank since 1891.
Please send milk house candles. It's cold in here.
Time for a new golf cart. Miners Outdoor is major tough.
Seed, chemical, nutrition, fertility. 3 Roots Ag is rooted in rural, and that's why our roots run deep. Hey, Mom. Better call Adams Painting and Drywall again.
Just like a perfect figure skating routine, your financial journey deserves balance, precision, and confidence. At St. Ansgar State Bank, we support every step, from your first savings account to your biggest leaps in life. Whether you're carving out a future for your family or spinning toward retirement, our team is here to help you land it with grace. Local roots, trusted service, financial strength that shines. St. Ansgar State Bank is a proud sponsor of community champions on the ice and beyond.
When you need a hero, contact the boys at Al's Electric in St. Ansgar.
Family-owned and operated Patterson Seed is your solution to higher yields.
Cars hit me all the time. Luckily, Charleston Body Repair fixes you up fast.
With soybeats.com, my candle making is on cloud 9.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
We are back. The Saints trail MMCRU 17-7 after the game gets out of hand early due to a couple of fumbles. The Saints have responded since, so they gave MMCRU a short field a couple of times in a row to start the game on 2 fumbles. They scored 10 points. That is the difference in this one. They have 1 sustained drive. They've converted on 3rd down a couple of times, 4th down 1 time as well. The Saints have 89 yards of total offense. MMCRU has 157. MMCRU has 10 first downs. The Saints 5. Penalty-wise, that one goes in the Saints' favor. 1 penalty, 5 yards. MMCRU, 3 penalties, 30 yards. So we talked about it a little bit to end the first half, right? That things don't go your way. That's not what you wanted to have happen to start the game. But there's a lot of football to play here yet, and I think that the tide started to turn in that second quarter. The Saints couldn't capitalize. They had the ball inside MMCRU's 40 twice and come up with no points in either one of those drives. Their defense is back to bend but don't break. Duke Scoop, you were right last time at halftime. You said, here's exactly what's going to happen in the second half. You nailed it. So for all of the people to hear, we're going to do it on air this time instead of me having to say that you did it off air. What's going to happen in the second half?
Oh, boy. I'm nervous.
It's a little easier when nobody's listening, right?
I know.
It is. Yes, it
I
is.
feel very close to how I felt last week.
Yep.
Because this game has gone very close to how it went last week.
Yep.
I know there's a couple more scores on the board. That's why I don't feel the exact same.
Exact same way. Gotcha.
But last week, we lost the first quarter. We won the remaining 3.
Yep.
Same thing. I know the box score says that MMCRU scored, but they scored that touchdown like the first play of the second quarter.
It was the first play of the second quarter.
After that, it's been all Saints.
Yep.
So, if the Saints can duplicate what they did last week, I think we're fine.
Yep.
And I think they duplicate that by, I mean, if we look at the stats here, they're down on time of possession by about 4 minutes.
Yep.
If they can even that up, maybe even have the ball a little bit longer than MMCRU in the second half, I think that is going to be an indicator of them getting back in and win this game, because I think when the Saints started to have the ball, they were starting to tire out the Royals, and that's been the Saints' game so far. And like, I mean, for going back years, ever since Clevenger's been the coach, but like, it's awesome that kickoff when Michael scored that touchdown, you take the points, obviously.
Yep.
But what you don't do is you don't make them go on the field and play defense.
Yep.
And then their defense doesn't get tired.
Right.
And then you got to kick it off and play defense again. And so you ask any player, you use way more energy playing defense than you do on offense because you're running backwards instead of forwards.
Yep.
And so I think the Saints, they need to sustain drives. They need to convert when they get down there. What you said, Joe, that we've had 2 drives that stalled out, one because of the penalty, and I'd say that last one was because we just didn't have time. We weren't in our normal offense.
Needed 30 more seconds. Yep.
But, you know, if you take that away and we just run a normal offense, we're out there, you know, controlling the football, converting on 3rd and 2 and not getting those penalties to make it 3rd and, long, I think we're fine.
Yep. And I think that'll be the tale of the second half. Can we wear MMCRU out? And that's a question. We know what our guys are conditioned like. We don't know what theirs is. And so we're about to find out, right? 24 minutes of football. We are going to know the answer to that question. They got to limit Eli Harper out here in the second half. 7 carries, 31 yards on the ground, 8 of 12, 105 yards through the air. He has diced the Saints up for big plays in this one. Camden Bork has come up big. The Saints have shut down Michael Smillen, really, for the most part. 2 catches, 40 yards. And to say that's shutting him down seems like that's insane, but it is. If you look at his stat line the last 5 weeks, that's limiting him. But Camden Bork has come up for 3 catches and 36 yards and has converted 2 very long third downs with his legs on the after the catch stuff. So the Saints are going to have to respond here in the second half. Nobody built better for it. Nobody makes better adjustments than these Saints do for the second half. Should be a fun one. Porter Schwiesow, 4 of 8, 31 yards passing on the ground. Corbin Michaels has 61 yards. Joe Clevenger has 6. Nothing doing for Mullenbeck or Schwiesow on the ground. Of course, the big play there was the Michaels 78-yard kickoff return for the touchdown to get the Saints on the board. Max Neely's PAT was good. It's 17-7.
Turnovers. You flip the turnovers, you flip the score here on the board.
100%.
Right, so we've got one. We've taken one away.
But it's given 2 away. And on short fields, inside the 20.
And short fields, and the completions you're talking about, the importance of those completions, the timing of those completions. The Saints defense has done a good job for the most part holding up. We saw this last week too. 4th down conversions the first half for Wapsie last week they were 3 for 4.
3 for 4.
In the first half, right?
Yep.
We're seeing a lot of the same things where the Saints are doing a good job for the most part, but when it really, really matters, they're allowing the opposition to convert. And, one of those was 3rd and long, but it ended up being a 4th and 1, right, to convert. The other one was a great catch by the receiver, perfect throw. Saints just need to continue doing what the Saints have been. I think what they did the second quarter, like you said, just keep doing that, right? Keep wearing them down. We're going to find offensive opportunities. Defensively, we're going to find opportunities for turnovers and stoppages, and some punt returns. Let's go after it the same way we did the second quarter, and we'll go put this one as a Saints W in the books. We got our work cut out for us. Down 10, kicking it off. MMCRU to receive here in the second half.
Schwiesow has the ball teed up. Back to receive Johnson and Mulder for the Royals. Here we go, 24 minutes to a state championship. Let's see what adjustments both teams have made as we get ready to go to half. Number 2, the ball is in the air. We are underway. Johnson has it. Cuts back across the 40. He'll have it on a nice return, tackled by Clevenger. And Brody Dolph at the 40. But a good return for Gage Johnson. That ankle's feeling much better.
Kind of a difference in the St. Ansgar kicking style versus MMCRU kicking style. That's pretty much a line drive. Like that's a returnable kick because the coverage isn't there yet. For MMCRU, we've seen enough of their kickoffs already to realize they kind of like to float them up in the air and let the defense get there.
So MMCRU has the ball to start the second half at the 40-yard line. Harper pitches it, ball's on the ground, he recovers it. Grayson Mulder got his own fumble. Kind of a weird spot to pitch it. Hit him up around the face mask, and Mulder did a fantastic job of just getting a hold of that one. Boy, the Saints just need to hop on one of those. That's 2 fumbles for Mulder, but he's gotten both of them back. Unfortunate bounces. It's 2nd and 11.
And there was no Saint around there yet because that was, caught the snap.
And
I think it's supposed to be like an RPO play, but
yeah, that's what it looked like. We're going to run it again, same formation, and hand it off again. He's got it, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Matt Clevenger and Joe Clevenger combined for the tackle. Gain of 2, 3rd and 9. Good job, good start by the Saints defense. The Clevenger brothers come up big there.
And, that's going to be key to the second half is you cannot let the Royals get their ground game going. They didn't have really any of it in the first half other than QB scrambles.
QB scrambles, their entire offense on the ground. You got it.
So you got to continue that here in the second half. Empty set now.
5 receivers for Harper now. He's got the snap. Back to pass, tipped up in the air, and that is picked off. Intercepted by Kate Dietrich. Hail Dietrich. Hail Dietrich. Knocked up in the air, and Hail Dietrich gets a piece of it, brings it in.
Great job by these Saints. The referees decided to change the hash mark in favor of these Royals. But that ball goes up there. It's kind of hard to tell where it's coming down from here. Dietrich has the wherewithal to look up and say, 51, was that 50, Heeman?
That's Heeman. So Heeman batted it
up in the air.
Dietrich brings it down. The Saints are set up at their 39-yard line of MMCRU. They get their first big turnover in MMCRU territory. First down, gain of 1.
Saints are looking to flip the script on this one. Saints turned it over early in the first half when they received the kick. Saints now receive the turnover here after kicking it away to these Royals. Second and 9 coming up.
9.
Oop, I got the wrong thing on the screen.
So Heeman tips it up, and Dietrich brings it down. 2nd and 9 after a short gain on first down. Michaels has it, now has a seam. Michaels with a nice gain on 2nd and long.
I do not like that spot, for the record. I think if they're going to give him a hash mark, it's the one closer to the first down.
Right. It'll be 3rd down instead. A gain of, 6? Yeah, let's call it 6.
3rd and 1, 2, 3, and so we.
No, nice.
3rd and 3.
It's 3rd and 3. Under 9.5 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And the Wishbone are the Saints. 4-down territory here. Get half of it here. Michaels has the first down. Michaels pushes ahead.
Forward for 5.
He ends up down at the 27-yard line where it's going to be first down, Saints. Boy, what a turn of events here to start the second half. The Saints come up with the Dietrich interception. Heeman tips it up in the air. You love it when a defensive lineman gets an interception. Nothing better than that. Hale Dietrich comes up big for the Saints. The senior having himself a day. Let's see if the Saints can capitalize here.
I really want to see him, not that you can necessarily go no huddle every time, but I really want to see these Saints just keep this play going. Don't allow a lot of time to come off the play clock. It feels like MMCRU is a little bit on, obviously they're a little bit on their heels right now. I just think we take advantage of that.
And that's exactly what that last play was. That's just a handoff to Clevenger. We're just going to hit you in the mouth a couple plays here.
Yeah.
And Joe Clevenger does just that, gets 4, makes it 2nd and 6. And now look for this change of pace back to Michaels here. They do that. Michaels tries to bounce it outside, makes a man miss with the spin move, gets down across the 20. Let's see if we get the round up to the 21, or to the 19, excuse me. They do.
I feel like they do.
Gain of 4.
They are putting it on the next hash.
They are.
And it's 3/4 of a yard at a time.
Yeah. I mean,
it's wild.
The stat keepers got to love it because they don't have to pick one or the other. Always going to a yard,
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Must be accountants. They always round up.
That's right. 3rd and 2. Wishbone here. Hand off Michaels. Michaels down inside the 10. First down and more. Corbin Michaels has a first down and goal for the Saints at the 9-yard line. Gain of 10.
You got to honor that first guy through the hole, right?
And the Saints are imposing their will on this drive.
And Michaels is so quick, being the second guy. He's picking up yards every time. And there's bodies there, right? But he is so quick, so elusive.
I mean, his yards after first contact are just incredible. I mean, he just bounces off guys for.
Do it again.
Michaels has it inside the 5.
Pickup.
Down to the 4.
So I got a feeling that Clevenger sees something on that side and he says, just keep hitting it. Keep hitting until they fix it. Just keep hitting that side.
We once ran the same play 37 times in a row in this building. That's an exaggeration, but that's what we do here on Saints TV. But it was, 14, 15, 16 times in a row.
It was a Jack Sievert run to the right against Grundy Center.
It was just over and over and over and over
We went
again.
down the field 3 yards at a time, scored a touchdown.
Oh, they're stopping it now. They're plugging that
Tried
hole.
to that time. That's a carry for Michaels. Good job. The defense there just decides they're going to try to read that snap and just bull rush. They do just that. Loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 5. Michaels loses 1 there. Good defensive play. MMCRU is tired already. Hands on the hips.
Yep.
Breathing hard. See if the Saints can take advantage here.
This is where you got to punch it in here. It's one thing to make them tired, but you don't really take their wind out of the sails until you
make
punch
this
it in.
Go from 17-0 to 17-14, and yeah. Michael's in motion, going to catch the little swing pass. That's a backwards pass. That's a live football, and he recovers it. Michaels does a great job of getting on it. It's going to lose 9 yards, but that was nearly another disastrous fumble. The backwards pass.
I don't like to play.
Was he going to throw it, you think? Was that going to be a...
I don't know what it was.
Another pass?
I feel like you were giving Michael some open room and some room to look around and find a hole there on that.
Maybe a pop pass.
You don't see Michael throwing that, do you?
It was set up like they might, but...
Yep. So what are we going to do here? It is 4th and 14 from the 14. Field goal attempt on the way. Porter Schwiesau out to attempt the 30-yard field goal. And they get a man offsides. That's going to help. That's going to be offsides defense. I think the kick was good.
Kick was good. Play blown dead before the kick happened.
Let's see what they're going to call here. Long discussion. Offsides, MMCRU. So that'll make that kick 5 yards shorter.
And you don't want that as a Saints because that was
the kick.
Dead center.
I believe was good. Yeah,
good
our angle's not perspective, but our perspective's not great, but it sure looked good. But Schwiesau gets a practice attempt. He's going to get another one here.
You can see where it came down in relation to the high V sign. It was definitely good.
Porter Schwiesau. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Saints capitalize there on the turnover. They get the Hale Dietrich interception. They drive down the field, have it 1st and goal, but come away with a field goal as Porter Schwiesau connects on the 25-yard field goal. It's 17-10 MMCRU.
And if you are MMCRU, you have to call that a win, right? We turn the ball over. We only allowed 3, but for the Saints, we are now within 1 score.
Yep, exactly.
And it's time to go to work for these Saints.
I tell you what, there's no quit in these Saints. We've said it in multiple sports throughout the year this year, and this is proof. It's pretty easy in a championship game being down 17-0 to kind of pack her in, right, and say, well, maybe next year. And these Saints do just the opposite. They dig deep, have played angry since that bad start, and they have scored 10 unanswered to cut the lead to 7. And the Saints.
That would have been good from like 40.
Yeah, exactly. Great job by the sophomore quarterback turned kicker, Porter Schwiesau.
It's dangerous to have your kicker also your quarterback, I would say. Dangerous to the defense on that one, right? That could turn into a passing play if they decide to do something different with it.
I thought we were going to see a fake.
You thought maybe that was what the call was going to be?
Yeah. We hadn't kicked a field goal like that all season, so...
So the Saints defense comes up big. The offense cashes it in for 3.
We're going
quick kick. This is a live football bouncing around. I believe it's going to be recovered by MMCRU. A little squib kick, a quick kick from Schwiesau. The Saints had it, but it kicks away.
Got it.
MMCRU has it at the 45.
Curious to see the replay on that.
Yeah,
I want to see that replay. That was
very nearly St. Ansgar's ball. I love the call.
I do too.
So they just they don't even break the huddle. They set the ball down. Schwiesau goes back to his huddle, and he's just going to, they just break the huddle, and as they run out of that huddle, he squib kicks it out to the 45, but the Saints cannot get the handle. MMCRU, short field. They have it at the 45-yard line. Harper now back to work offensively. Going to hand it off to Schmillen. This is the big Schmillen. Fullback Schmillen runs over a man and gains 10 after.
Yeah, they had him, but like you said, he's the big Schmillen.
He is big Schmillen. 83, John Schmillen of the law firm Schmillen and Schmillen. 7 will hurt you through the air. 83 will hurt you on the ground.
Clev not happy with shots there on that play. It looked like he was out on the field hollering at him, you got to wrap him up. I'm pretty sure that's what he was saying.
It was right there to make the tackle. Unfortunately, can't bring him down, and it's a big gain down to the 44-yard line of the Saints. Go MMCRU. They are going to run it here in the second half. Interesting. They do it again to Schmillen. He breaks another tackle. Schatz gets enough of him that time to make it a gain of 6. So it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah,
Interesting adjustment for MMCRU. They've decided they're going to go back to the ground.
Well, that's also an interesting adjustment by our defense by deciding to not be good at run defense for the last couple plays.
Right.
Let's see if we can.
They'll adjust here for sure. You get so focused on those receivers that have burned you. Back to pass here is Harper now over the middle.
Goodness. Hang on to that ball, young man.
Intercepted by Seth Shots.
He's still going.
He's still going out across the 35-yard line, down to the 37. Seth Shots with the makeup play.
That ball was thrown exactly 2 shots. There was not another blue or black jersey.
Yeah, he overthrew his guy by 5-10 yards there.
I think he just missed him up top, like you said. And Shots is there to reel it in. Seth Shots.
Oh, yeah. So you see that big
makes a big play.
So I didn't see who jumped on that one. Can you see it here? So somebody's got their mid up in the air, and the quarterback's trying to get over the top of them.
That's what caused the last interception.
Here we go.
At home, they're so far behind.
I think that was the
see on the replay here.
The forgotten man.
Option.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Touchdown.
Michaels.
Here we go, Corbin.
30, brought down across the 30 by his face mask again by MMCRU. No call, but it'll be first down, Saints deep in Royal territory, and the Royals are tired.
The referee was right there. It sure looked like a face mask from here, but if it would have been, he certainly would have called that, right?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter now. Big gainer either way.
You know, I thought that'd be a touchdown, but...
yeah, that's a face mask. Throw the flag.
But Michael Schmillen, or John Schmillen, which one
Michael is 7.
Yeah, heck of an athlete. He runs down.
He does.
He stays stride for stride there with Corbin and rides him down, but not after a huge gain.
Huge gain for Michaels. Has Saints set up inside the Royal 30. He's got it back again. Does Michaels. Gain of 2 on first down.
Okay, guys, I'm calling the next one. The next play looks the same, but we saw keeps. Like, they're just focused on these running backs so much.
Well, that's what that was an option play that busted that big run there.
You got it.
Fake Clevenger up the middle. Shwesaw pitches it out.
Yep.
Is that what happened? Yeah,
yep, you're exactly right.
It looked like a pretty bad horse collar tackle there.
So 2nd and 8. The Saints have been unable to cap off drives here. They need 7 here. Joe Clevenger with the carry. Short gain. Going to round up to 3 or down to 2. Be the question. They spot the ball where it was down. 2.5 yard gain. I like it.
They're clearly listening to our stream.
Oh, that makes it 3rd and 6.
4 down territory for the Saints here, so you want to pick up at least 3.
Yeah, get 3 yards here. Get 3 or 4 here. Let's see if we see a little play action pass here on 3rd and long. We do not see a Michaels run. Michaels gets exactly what Duke Scoop asked for, maybe an extra couple. Going to give him 5 yards. It'll be 4th and a yard. 4th and a long one.
So question for you guys here. Why not call 2 plays? And if we get to 4th and short, just get right up in there and catch the defense off guard. You need 2 yards, right?
Yep.
I feel like getting right up in there, getting that ball snapped, your defense is going to be a little bit off guard enough to pick up the first.
I'll disagree. I'll tell you why after this.
All right, here we go. Big play time. 4th and 1. The box is loaded.
Oh, for a false start.
They're going to call the Saints on a flinch. I think they're going to call.
Michael started moving, I think.
The Saints for the false start, going to make 4th and 1, 4th and 6. That is a killer of a penalty.
7.
That's what hurt us in the first half. Couldn't sustain drives because of that. Now you're really behind the chains.
Now it's 4th and 6.
It's a lot tougher. I'll tell you why, Eric, because you run. We've had problems with some jitters hanging on to the football.
Yep.
You don't want to go out and try to do something fancy, do something out of rhythm. Play your game, run the play in like you do, just get the first down. But then they tried to do that to cut the false start, I guess. So
4th and 6. Shwesaw back to pass. Looking for Mullenbeck, tipped away, incomplete.
Mullenbeck was open. It was a good defensive play.
Good defense. That was 6.
Yep.
Until the Alish, I believe it was, number 20, gets a piece of that one, knocks it away. Saints turn it over on downs.
And the Royals let out a sigh of relief there.
Boy, the Saints have dominated this game since the second play of the second quarter, but they still trail it 17-10. A lot of football to go. Minute 21 left in the third.
Yeah, hats off to these Royals. They're doing a great job defensively, keeping us out of the end zone.
Man, we are 2 false starts away from it being 24-17 Saints.
You got it. Back to work on the defense. Go the Saints. Harpenau going to hand it off. It's Mulder, nowhere to run. Well, he falls ahead for a couple extra. Going to get 3. Michaels in on the tackle. Oh. MMCRU seems to be happy to run it after a couple of errant throws from Harpenau have led to turnovers.
Last drive we talked about how they had decided to start running the ball again, right? And they had some success with that. They went back to the throw and turned one over on us.
2nd and 8 on a key drive in this game for both teams. Harpenau back to pass. Now he's just going to take off and run with it.
Haugen's right on him.
Complete to Camden Bork on the sideline. First down. Boy, he has broke the back of the Saints defense today. There's been 4 catches now for Camden Bork, all of them for big conversions. First down across the 35 to the 36. 34 seconds to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Royals. Well, we're going to see Harpenau under center. They're not even going to disguise it now. They're just going to smash mouth football. Try that. Handoff Schmillen, John Schmillen. The fullback gets the carry. 2 yards. Just a complete and total offensive style shift here in the second half.
I think that was try to catch them off guard. One more play before the quarter ends.
They round up to 3-yard gain. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. We're going to head to the fourth. The Saints trail it 17-10. State championship on the line. 12 minutes to play here in Cedar Falls.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Oh my goodness!
At St. Ansgar State Bank, we do the heavy lifting so that you can focus on what really matters.
St. Ansgar State Bank, celebrating 135 years.
When innovation meets horsepower, great things happen. Johnson Oil keeps Absolute Energy moving, fueling their plant with off-road diesel, swapping forklift cylinders, and setting tanks for the crews that keep the work going strong. And from Absolute's locally made E85 to the roads of North Iowa and southern Minnesota, we deliver it straight to our customers. 1 mile, 1 tank, 1 partnership at a time. Because powering progress takes more than fuel. It takes trust. Johnson Oil. Contact us today for more.
Before I knew Jack.
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
3 quarters in the books, 1 to go. I'll tell you what, just based on what I can see, advantage Saints as we head into the fourth quarter. I think their conditioning here is going to get tested in this game for both teams. No matter what, this is where it comes down to.
When you asked me at half, you made me be Nostradamus. I said, we got to win 3 quarters. Just like we did last week. Well, we won that third quarter. We only got 3 points out of it, but we tired out the other team. We could have scored, should have scored. False start there, 4th and 1.
A lot of couldas and wouldas and shouldas. Yep.
Yeah, well, we
penalties and turnovers have hurt the Saints today, no doubt about it.
We could have intercepted every pass they throw and run them all back for touchdowns.
We could have.
That could have. 60-0. Could have done that.
Instead, we go to the fourth, 17-10. The Royals lead the Saints. Going to be a great finish in this one. We've seen a little bit of everything in this game. It's 2nd and 7 for the Royals. They're going to go back in that I formation. They're going to run the football.
Trying to milk
Hand
the
off
clock
middle,
here.
Mulder. Yeah, that's what it appears. They want to get this game over with as fast as they can. Gain of 2. 3rd and 5. And you know what? You can do that if you can
Oops, I ran the wrong animation. Sorry, people.
If you can get 2 yards on 1st down and 3 yards on 2nd down and then a 10-yard pass completion on 3rd down, that works, right? The Saints are going to have to come up big here on one of these 3rd downs. No time like the present, gentlemen. It's 3rd and 5.
Now that favors the Saints, so if you're going to wait till 3rd down.
I'll agree 100%.
You take that.
Harper now back to pass. Looking for that quick out. Has him again.
That has worked
Camden
all game.
Bork all day long has killed the Saints. 1st down across midfield, and that's exactly what they're going to do. You watch. They're going to run it 2 plays here again and throw it to Bork on 3rd down. They're just daring the Saints to come up and play. The Saints are going to have to pay a little more attention to Bork or hit him at the line, right? He's just getting that free release and curling back in.
Well, I think we're playing man-to-man over on the edge there.
You're exactly right. And Schmillen will kill you if you let him on number 7 on this side. So I understand why we're doing that.
Well, the reason why they're getting those 7-8 yard passes because we're not letting them kill us.
Harper now going to take off and run, forced out of bounds by Matt Clevenger after a gain of 5. They're going to mark him out of bounds.
3, 2, 4?
Short of
we'll
that.
Go up to the next yard line.
Yep, so it'll be the 4, or are we going to go back a yard line? No, we're going to go up to the 4-yard gain. No?
No, 3.
3?
We'll go 3.
All right. Gain of 3. The Saints will take that. Out of bounds, so the clock stops. Time is going to become a precious commodity here for the Saints.
Yes, it is. That 3rd quarter went fast. Donnell Thompson, thank you for chiming in. Loved hearing Brody Dolph's name. There's Nana listening from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Awesome. Harper now in the pistol again. Going to hand it off to Mulder. Mulder's got a head of steam. 1st down and more. Tackled by Corbin Michaels, but he's going to have a 1st down all the way down to the Saints' 31-yard line. He can't get up. He's so tired. Looks like he might be hurt. Came down hard on that tackle. He's going to come off.
Maybe holding his back.
Yep. Yeah, holding his lower back is Brayson Mulder. He's kind of their feature back. He's going to run it when Harper now doesn't. Harper now has a 1st down at the Saints 31. I'm going to turn around and hand it off. 83 John Schmillen, big fella, runs hard. Gain of a long 1.
A long 1. Met at the line of scrimmage.
Rounded up to 2.
Yeah, great job by Michaels wrapping up his feet there.
Clevenger and others in on the tackle for the Saints. 2nd and 8. So Mulder has not come back in for the Royals. He's still on the sideline, has his helmet down here. I can see him. Harper now, quick pass out into the flat to Bork again, complete. Mason man missed, but he can be short of the 1st down. Michaels hauls him out of bounds after a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and short, depending on the spot here.
Between the hashes, Joe.
I love it. When we get inside the 25, it appears we spot it where it needs to be. So 2.5 yards for a 1st down here. What would be 4 down territory. The Saints need 2 big plays on defense.
I could see them kicking it here too, or they got a kicker that can probably make it from this range. And
good point. We have seen that already. Both teams have a made field goal in this one. The Saints almost jump with a no penalty. Same play to Camden Bork, same 1st down. Gain of 5, better coverage that time. We're right there, just really hard to defend that with that stop. Curl route or whatever you want to call it, dig. Camden Bork is having himself a day for MMCRU. 7 catches now for Bork. And that's what happens, right? When you have a guy like Schmillen, he can change your defense, and you've got to focus so much on him, and then they go to the other side and have hurt the Saints. Back into the eye, under center is Harper now. He's just going to hand it off. Mulder back in. Gain of 4 on first down. Mulder gets 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Saints need a big play here. Time is the enemy. Ball at the 15-yard line. MMCRU happy to run as much clock as they can.
Yeah, Saints up by 1 score. As Duke said, these guys kick a field goal and make it 2 scores from this range, so Saints could definitely use a turnover here, but definitely need to stop them here short of the first down.
John Schmillen, the fullback, has it here, pushes the pile ahead for a gain of 3. Make it 3rd and short. And their MMCRU has gone away from that pass attack. They've run the same play on 2nd down and 3rd down. When they do throw it, they're running that out route to Camden Bork. Other than that, it's run the clock, getting 2 or 3 yards a carry, and then they've been converting every 3rd down. Another
right
shot.
Here.
Yep, 3rd and 3.
I formation here.
Harper now. Gonna back to pass, play action pass. Just gonna keep it and run.
All the way.
Has all kinds of room. Slides down after the first down at the 6-yard line.
Now, Smartly slides down on that. He's got some white jerseys coming after him. Everybody wants to turn that ball over, right? So he just gets that first down.
Just a boot. That's a called QB run on the bootleg there from the start. Great play call by the Royals. Slides down for the first down and a gain of 6. 1st and goal from the 6 for the Royals here. Saints trail by 7. Need some magic. Handoff Mulder. Mulder falls ahead into the end zone. Touchdown Royals. 6-yard touchdown run for Brayson Mulder. And the Royals lead 23-10. 8:01 to go in the game. The difference in this one is the Royals have converted inside the 20. The Saints have not. And it has turned into a 2-touchdown lead for MMCRU. The Saints have failed to score inside the 20 twice. Had the ball in MMCRU territory 4 times and come away with no points on those 4 drives. Just a field goal offensively. We're going to see this weird formation. We like to do this too, where we put the line in one spot, so they're going to go for 2 with one of these goofy formations. Harper now. Incomplete. Good job. Good coverage by Mullenbeck. Penalty flag on the play. Now they're going to call pass interference on Mullenbeck.
Really? I didn't see it.
I did not either. And he didn't see it the last time when the Forgotten Man got mugged, but he saw it this time. See if we're right. Lots of discussion. I think is there some discussion about.
I think it's on them.
Suggesting it's on them.
Ineligible man downfield. We'll take that. Penalties declined. Tries no good. All right, so they do not get another shot at it. 23-10. I like it. Saints need 2 touchdowns in the last 8 minutes. All kinds of time. Not worried yet.
Got to tip your hat, though. It's pretty impressive to get an ineligible man downfield on the 2-yard line.
Something that bad. It's because of that goofy old formation that they run, where they put the offensive line at one side of the field and the quarterback stays in the middle.
I suppose that makes someone who probably typically isn't a lineman become a lineman. Correct. Because of where they are in the formation. I wonder if they go downfield like they can't.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, exactly. And there's nobody to block you, so you have a tendency to just kind of wander your way more than a couple of yards off the line of scrimmage, which is going to get you called. Saints need a big play here. How about a spark on the kickoff return? We've seen it in this building a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. No better time than right now.
It's 8 minutes to go. The Saints have gotten enough gifts in this game. You got to stop asking for them at this point. You just got to execute.
Yep, it's time. It is time. And this senior-heavy team knows and understands that, right? They know this is their opportunity. They've got 8 minutes to play. They need to score, and they need to score quickly.
It'll be interesting to see how MMCRU handles this kickoff. We've seen them do some pretty intentional things on their kickoffs. Last one burned them.
This one's really short. Pop-up kick again. Mullenbeck has it at the 27. Connor Mullenbeck Follows his blockers out near the 40. He's brought down there. Spotted at the 39-yard line. So short-ish field for the Saints. Good, decent field position here, and they need to score quickly.
Yeah, with less than 8 minutes to go in this one, Saints need 2 scores and to hold MMCRU scoreless.
You don't need to go away from what you've done in terms of, we're a running team. Let's continue to do that. But I would look to see if we can't get the ball outside. Get the ball into Michael's hands and Mullenbeck hands.
Is what we need.
You got it. You got Mullenbeck at the top here, 3-receiver set.
Oof.
Pitch to Michaels in the backfield. He's going to be brought down in a huge loss on the play.
There was some confusion at the get-go on that one. Some Saints players running into each other.
Yeah, they just too many men in one spot. The Saints run into each other there, and great defensive pursuit. So that's a tip of the hat to MMCRU. They just read that one perfectly, and they capture Michaels for a 6-yard loss. 2nd and 16. And 40-plus seconds come off the clock.
Not a good trade-off there for the Saints.
Schweiss on the pistol.
Bootleg.
Going to throw it to Mullenbeck, and it's intercepted. Picked off by number 2, Gage Johnson. He returns it out inside the Saints 40. There's a penalty flag for a cheap shot on MMCRU. That'll back him up back across midfield, but the turnover will stand.
Yeah, I see Michael slow to get up on that one. I assume that's where the cheap shot came in.
That is where the cheap shot came in, sir.
After the interception and during the return, we have illegal block, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 23.
Cheap shots, Michaels, and that'll cost him 15, but it'll be MMCRU's football.
So MMCRU has been in the right place at the right time. Things have gone their way when they've needed to today, and that is no exception right there.
Yep, the ball has just not bounced the Saints' way, and MMCRU has made a little of their own luck. They've played a great game here, and they lead it by 13, have the football, 7 minutes to play. Harper now back in that kind of pistol shotgun formation, but still going to hand it off to Schmillen. Schmillen tackled by both Clevengers. Falls ahead for 4 yards. Matt Clevenger slowed him up. Joe Clevenger brings him down, but a gain of 4. And into Saints territory go the Royals.
Every second becomes precious now. Saints have got to get off the field quickly, get the offense back out there. 6:30 to go.
Handoff again to Schmillen. Schmillen tripped up by JT Red. Good tackle there.
A great job by JT Red.
Trenton gets a piece of him as he goes through the line. Trips him up. It'll be 3rd and 2. Saints need a stop here. And then they'll need a little dome magic in the last 6 minutes. Trailing by 13 here. After 3 turnovers for the Saints and put them in a hole. A lot of movement, no flag. Mulder breaks a tackle in the backfield, gets out of bounds.
Lose a yard.
Yeah, he's going to lose yardage. Michaels had him for about a 6-yard loss in the backfield. He got free, but they still forced him out of bounds for a loss on the play. Loss of 2. 4th and 2, and you got to think the Royals are going to punt it away.
That's
here.
4th and 5.
Royals got to punt it away, right?
Yeah.
It is 4th and 4 because we round here, remember?
Yep, you got it. Yeah, and this is, I think it's the right thing to do to punt it here, but this is, Saints have a chance to take advantage of a play not to lose instead of play to win mentality. Exactly. A little bit of a shift here, right?
Short. Got to take advantage. Short, high punt.
Ooh, bounces
Saints
backwards.
bounce.
Still in bounds.
going to roll out of bounds all the way up. See where they mark it down. Mark it down at the 34-yard line. We were hoping it stayed in bounds. It bounced 8 more yards ahead, but apparently it was out of bounds from that point forward. So the Saints will have it, 5:27 to go, trailing by 13. They need a quick score here. So no harm, no foul on the interception other than it cost you a couple of minutes of clock time. The Saints defense comes up big. The 20 seconds on the play clock as the Saints making a personnel change here. They're going to break the huddle with 13, so they'll get the play off here. And the wishbone, under center is Schwiesau. Mullenbeck at the top of your screen. Shots at the bottom. Looking for Mullenbeck. Schwiesau lays it out there, and that is caught.
Oh, he is going to go.
Has it. 20,
Mullenbeck.
Touchdown Saints. Oh, my goodness.
What just happened?
Mullenbeck.
Like, that's just a jump ball, right?
66 yards. Schwiesau and Mullenbeck, and the Saints are back in it. They have life. 23-16. Wow, what a play.
What a play indeed.
You kidding me?
The defender fell down. And Mullenbeck keeps his feet.
He caught that and backpedaled like 5 steps after catching it. It was like, oh, guess I'll turn around, go to the end zone now.
And honestly, his body language led me to believe, did he just step out of bounds? And did the opposing team feel the same way? But he turns around and sprints to the end zone.
Neely's PAT is up, and it is good. The Saints cut the lead to 5, 23-17.
6.
Wow.
That was so smooth.
Connor Mullenbeck
17.
from Schwiesau for 66, 68 yards. We'll get an official number here for you, but what a huge play. I believe it was 66. There was that ball's at the 34. Too excited to do math.
We got Joel for that, don't worry.
66
yards, touchdown to Mullenbeck. Now, what do the Saints do here? You got 5-17. You just got to let your defense stop them.
Your defense play. Absolutely, 100%. Go kick this thing away. You said it, Kendall Genius. You called it before it even happened. MMCRU playing pretty conservatively on that last drive. Yeah. Puts the Saints in position to take advantage of that. Let them go play conservatively here again. Kick this thing deep and trust your defense to get a 3-and-out.
I'll be curious to see if MMCRU comes back out and does more of that I formation, because I'm guessing that's not their main offense.
Right.
I'm guessing that kind of maybe threw a curveball. We don't probably have much.
Correct. Right.
Game plan
They've run
for
the
that.
spread consistently. Some eye and some film, but not much. You got it.
Well, I'd be cautious of the line drive kick here. That gives them some room to run.
Yeah, their whole the Royals are ready for a quick skib.
They sure aren't. They got 2 guys back.
We're not going to catch them off guard on that again.
The Saints are going to kick it away. Schwiesau gets into one. Nice kick, high kick inside the 15. Fielded at the 13. Brought across the 30, down to the 34-yard line. Good kick coverage by the Saints defense. Brody Dolphin on the tackle along with Michaels. Schmillen comes up and throws a man off the pile. But it'll be first down Royals at the 34. 5:10 to play in this one. The Saints' quick strike on the Mullenbeck touchdown has breathed new life into the Saints here. Let's see if the defense. Breathe. Here we go.
We're out of breath, that's for sure.
What a fun football game this has been. Now these are a whole lot more fun if you find a way to win.
Oh, boy, are they ever.
Oh, I'm having fun, Joe. Come on.
Harping on the pistol, has Mulder with him. Now he's just going to take off and run with it. Designed run, has a seam. JT Red comes up and makes the tackle after a fairly short gain. Good job by Jagger Trenton. Limits that gain. It looked like Harpenau had miles to go, and instead just a gain of 4.
Well, he kind of ran a lot, but he ran towards the sideline, which always makes a play seem like you're going to get more yards than you do.
True.
But
every time ticks off.
Every hole he came along down the line of scrimmage was plugged by a Saint, so it kept forcing him outside. So good run coverage there by the Saints.
Both teams have all their timeouts remaining. 2nd and 6.
Back in the pistol. No more of that I formation for the Royals.
You were right, Duke. Pass coming.
They're trying that same play.
Incomplete. You're exactly right. They're intended for Bork again on that out route.
It's worked all game, but the last couple times now, the Saints have tightened up their coverage down there.
Coverage is tighter, and Harpenow short arm that one.
Yep.
Because the coverage is there, right? He can't just lob it out there.
Right.
He's got to throw it on a line. Huge play coming up, 3rd and 6.
The Saints fans are on their feet and making noise.
It is loud in here. Harpenow breaks the huddle for the Royals. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the game. Harpenow by himself in the backfield. 5 receiver set.
Big 3rd down here.
Gonna take off. Nowhere to go. He backpedals, just chucks the ball up, and it's caught for a first down by Brayson Mulder. How? 3 Saints are right there somehow. Mulder comes up with it. First down, MMCRU at the Saints 41.
Saints just need to knock that ball down. Like, treat it like a 4th down, right? They're not going to go for it back there. No need to try and get the pick here.
He just literally chucked that thing up. Heeman was going to bring him down. He just throws it up.
That was a Hail Mary. Well, just a throw it and hope. And he's such a good athlete.
Yep. So under 4 minutes to play, it's first down in Saints territory.
Nothing lost here for the Saints, though. They're still controlling
running play with nowhere to run.
Yep, great job on that one.
No gain on the play. See if the Saints start to use their timeouts. They won't here. So they're going to be able to take it under 3 minutes to play on the snap here. And I'll be shocked if they don't. John Schmillen, 83, coming back in. He's going to get the football here.
They're gassed.
They are gassed. The Royals are out of gas.
That's why if you get the ball back with some time left.
See if the Saints can take advantage here.
Handoff middle.
Schmillen.
Stopped at the line again.
Yep.
Timeout by Saints.
Now the Saints will use their first timeout. 3:02 to play. Timeout Saints. They have 2 left. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 39 when we come back from the timeout. We learn the play clock goes to 25 seconds after administrative timeout. So
all hail Dietrich on the stop on that one. I also noticed that we're talking about the play clock. When they move the sticks, they move it to 25 seconds as well.
Yep, because that's an administrative.
That's the administrative.
Yep,
okay,
exactly. Anytime we move the sticks, we call it timeout. There's a penalty enforcement, anything like that. Wow. What a day this has been. The Saints haven't been perfect. In fact, they've been far from it, but they still have a chance here in this one.
What grit.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, no matter what happens from this point, that's the word. Grit is the word for this team. Right? Things haven't gone the way they wanted it to go.
Horrible showing by the Saints, but they've got a chance to get back in this and win.
Because of that grit, because they're like, you know what, next play. We're going to go make the next play. And let's see if the Saints can do it here. No bigger than this one. 3rd and 8, season on the line. 3:02 to go in the state championship game. And the Saints need to stop. Here we go, back to action.
Mulder not in for the Royals.
Looks like they're going to run that pistol formation again. See if this is just a called run for Harpenow.
You wonder if they keep it on the ground to keep the clock moving, but they're going to pass.
Has it. Back to pass. Has a man caught at the 25-yard line. First down, Royals.
What a play. What a catch.
Johnson, the senior, comes up with the biggest catch of his career, and it's first down, Royals at the Saints 25 with under 3 minutes to play. Saints have just 2 timeouts remaining. Just found an empty spot in the zone there.
Yeah, post route to the sideline. Just
Johan's almost got a piece of it.
Yeah, well coached on part of the Royals. Obviously, they need the first down there. That is not a play not to lose kind of a play. That's a play to win kind of a play. It works in their favor.
And they burn 30 seconds off the clock. 2:33 to go in the game. Handoff. Mulder carries the Saint 4 or 5 yards for a gain of 8 on first down. 2nd and 2. Ball will be at the 17-yard line. The Saints had their chances defensively here on this last drive, but the tip of the hat to the Royals. They've come up big on 3rd down twice with conversions. Under 2 to play. Now back under center, back into that I formation. Goes Harper now. Gonna hand it off to Mulder. Mulder met in the backfield, falls ahead for a first down though. Gain of 3.
That's gonna do it.
That will make it very hard for the Saints. They have 2 timeouts remaining, so they can extend this thing. But it looks like it's gonna be too little, too late for the Saints. Just couldn't overcome here in that fourth quarter. Lots of opportunities. What a heck of a game this has been. Saints need some magic here with under a minute and a half to play. See if Harper now just going to turn around, hand it off.
Get up the line, maybe a yard or 2.
Aiden Beeson in on the tackle. Saints call their second timeout after the gain of 1. So minute 15 left. The Saints have 1 timeout remaining. It'll be second down. So the Saints will use their second timeout here after this play. And I believe the Royals will be able to take the clock under 30 seconds.
Right, you think about, what do you say, 7 seconds is a play on average?
Yep.
So if they get a stop here, you got about a minute 8 left. Take your timeout. Then Royals should run the ball, keep it on the ground, and they can take it down to about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Before they have to snap a fourth down play.
Exactly, and then it'll be decision time on fourth down.
And they got a good field goal kicker, so they can make it.
Yeah, they kick a field goal, make a two-score game, and that's...
Yeah.
Yep.
Or in their eyes, if they make a good running play here.
Yep. How about a fumbled snap and a turnover? That's what I've got ordered up. Let's see if the Saints can force some magic here. In the I formation is Harper now. He's going to turn around and hand it off. Let's see who he hands it to is the question. Going to hand it off to Mulder. Mulder into the end zone. Touchdown Royals. And that will do it. 29-17, the Royals lead.
Oh, Kim hit the wrong score. I wish it was that.
Yeah, right. We'll fix that, but it is 29-17. MMCRU. The Saints are going to come up short here in the championship game.
Good
down
point
by
by
12.
Hey, let's use this last minute and 10 seconds to talk about the seniors who, win or lose, are playing the last game of the football season today. Corbin Michaels.
Oh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say 17 points. This is from Joel. Most points the Royals have let up all season, and we played really bad.
Yeah, the kick is good somehow. I don't know how that snuck in, but it did. So the extra point is good. Yeah, the Saints just made too many mistakes, and they'll be the first ones to tell you that, right? That's not. We're not breaking any news here. They're as disappointed as anybody, obviously. They just, you just can't overcome. And the Saints, their grit put them in position to hang around and stay in this one, despite the turnovers and the penalties in big spots. But at the end of the day, it's really, really hard to beat a good team when you turn the ball over 3 times.
Oh, that's fact. You know, and a good team is going to force another team to not look good, right? So
and this
definitely the best team we've
elite.
played all season. I would say we're the best team they've played all season.
Yep.
That's why we play this one, right?
Yep.
But,
this MMCRU defense has been as advertised. They are legit. They are the real deal. Some of those miscues, some of the, well, you know, what we characterize as mistakes for the Saints have been created by MMCRU and their play on their side of the ball. Minute 10 to go here. Johnson's going to kick it off. The Saints need some magic. There's still 70 seconds on the clock, but a lot of things are going to have to go the Saints' way. They're going to call it some kind of a timeout. Let's see here. Yeah, MMCRU calls a timeout. Not sure what that's about. If they're we're going to not get the kickoff off or what? I guess I wasn't looking at the play clock. You never see that Timeout MMCRU. At this timeout, let's take a second to recognize your Saints seniors. Number 2, Corbin Michaels. Number 7, Connor Mullenbeck. Number 9, Seth Schatz. Joe Clevenger, Dylan Nunez Rodriguez, Jevin Damon, Andrew Hall, Hale Dietrich, Chase Haugen, Derek Heeman, Braden Halverson, Hudson Ostrander, Aiden Beeson, Jackson Vroom, and Christian Stocker. That is, I don't know, 13, I think it is.
That's a stout list of guys, isn't it?
8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 seniors who all did their job for this program, put us in this position. Hold your heads high, gentlemen, no matter what happens this last 70 seconds. It's been a whale of a senior season for these guys. Man, thanks for taking us along for the ride. Let's see if they got a little magic left in them here with 70 seconds to go. Trailing by 2 scores.
I kind of expect some magic, right?
If anybody can do it, it's those 2 guys back there.
Shorty.
Kick. Fielded by Matt Clevenger, who smartly just steps out of bounds with it at the 38-yard line. So 1:08 to go in this one. The Saints need another big play. They needed one last drive. They got it. How about one? How about a quick hitter to do the same thing right here? You know they got the athletes to do it.
Yes, they do. Be interesting to see what they pull out of the bag here. Down by 13, 1 minute and 8 seconds remain.
Schwiesau back to pass, looking for Mullenbeck. Has him. Mullenbeck tackled nicely by Olish after a gain of 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Saints have 2 plays called. They're already back at the line, ready to snap the football. Schwiesau back to pass again. Big deep look for Mullenbeck. Mullenbeck gets a hand on it, almost hauls it in. It falls incomplete. Almost a highlight reel play for Connor Mullenbeck, just off his fingertips.
Clock stops with the incompletion.
45 seconds. Mullenbeck almost brought that thing in. Great coverage by Wyatt Olish, number 20 for the Royals. 3rd and 5. In the pistol, Clevenger to protect. Schwiesau looking for Michaels. Incomplete.
Some miscommunication there. I think Michaels turned the wrong shoulder on that post route. Wasn't in a good position to get under that ball.
39 seconds to go. It's 4th and 5. Johans brings the play in for the Saints.
MMCRU fans are fired up.
It's
4th down.
game. 39 seconds left. Schwiesau has Michaels on his hip. Back to pass. Incomplete. And that'll do it. The Saints are going to come up just short here in the championship game. The MMCRU Royals are going to win it. What a whale of a season for these Saints. Nothing to hang your head about, gentlemen. No. 2 plays short is the way I look at it, right? Came up 2 plays short in the championship game here. They're going to fall to 12-1 on the season. I hate it for these guys. They put so much work, so much energy into this thing. And I know I say it at the end of every season, every broadcast, but man, thank you guys for letting us come along for the ride, because none of this would exist. We wouldn't have what we have without your commitment to making this happen. And whether that's our coaching staff, the football players themselves, the managers, everybody puts so much energy into this thing. You hate to see it end this way, but hats off to the Royals. They're going to come away with the state championship, and your Saints are going to be your 2025 runner-up in Class A.
2 great teams taking the field here at the Unit Dome today. Somebody had to go home on the short end of it. Somebody gets to go home with the trophy. That's going to be MMCRU gets to finish off the season.
MMCRU takes a knee. The Saints call a timeout, so they'll have, that's the end of the timeouts. MMCRU will have to snap it one more time, take a knee, and that will do it here from Cedar Falls. Again, those 15 seniors, you hate it for those guys. For most of them, be the last time they put the helmet on, right? Wear those pads.
What does Coach say to the kids here in this instance?
I think the message is very much what I just said. I think it's similar. Like, hey, proud of the effort, proud of what we did this year. Don't let this tarnish the rest of the season, right? We came up short against a great football team.
Yeah.
They played lights out and held the Saints out of the end zone with the exception of 2 long plays, and that's the difference in the football game. But that doesn't change the 12 that got us here, right?
Yeah, I agree. Just out there, be proud of yourselves. You guys put it all out here today. You put all out here all season.
Yep, exactly.
Not your best game, but put up a whale of a fight.
Yep.
Stayed in it. In spite of some setbacks.
Yep. And that's what this program creates, right? And these 15 seniors have set up the future for the guys that are behind them, right? And that's what we have here at St. Ansgar. That's different than the flash in the pan, win a state championship and don't come back for 10 years, right? Like some teams do. Ours don't do that. We'll be back here. We'll see you again next year in the semifinals. It's just what this program does. And obviously, hats off again to the Royals and playing a great game and coming in here and executing today, winning that state championship. But nothing to hang your hat about if you're a Saint. It's still a great day to be a Saint. Still proud of the effort and everything that went into this season. And like I said, I just think that's so important of what this team does year over year over year. To build the future, and that's what these guys can be proud of, is they left their mark, just the second team to make the finals in program history, right? They break that streak that we talked about last week. Coach Clevenger said it last week, like, hey, we needed a semifinal W, and this group stepped up and made it happen, and super proud to be a Saint today. Just come up just short.
Yeah.
We talk all the time about, oh, look at these seniors. Like, you rattled off the seniors that are going to be gone from this program after this. And, a lot of times people are like, oh, well, who are they going to replace them? Right. Well, we said that about these seniors a couple years ago.
You got it.
There was a great group of upperclassmen that came before this crew. And we were like, oh, my gosh, what's our team going to be like?
Right.
And these guys stepped up.
Stepped up and made it happen, yep. And you've got some key pieces returning and some guys that are going to have to step up that haven't had an opportunity to play yet, right? There's 7 or 8 juniors who haven't seen much football. They're going to see some football next year. And I tell you what, nobody will be cheering louder for them than this group of seniors, right? Than these guys that are out there right now. That's the culture that we have here. In some places, it's, well, I graduated, now I hope they're bad, right? Because I'm not there. I want it to be about me. That's not the Saint culture. We want to be great forever. We want to pass what we do on to the next group, and this senior group has done a tremendous job of that.
It's a great program, right? What's a great program built on? Of course, it's built on great athletes, but you have to have great coaching to go with it. Yep. And that great coaching to teach the athletes to say, hey, just as you're working this, right, you want to earn your position, but in the meantime, you're helping the guys beneath you get better and better and better at theirs, so that when the day comes where I'm gone, where you're gone, and that day's coming for everybody,
you bet
that program gets to continue the legacy of greatness. And that, it comes down to athletes, it comes down to training, it's the weight room time, it's the speed and agility's time in the summer. This coaching staff does such a great job of instilling greatness into our young athletes. Hats off to this group. Congratulations, San Jose Saints 2025 state runner-up.
Yep, congrats on a great season, man. Hate that it came up a couple plays short. I know you do as well, but you'll look back on this season, on this run, on the past 13 weeks of football, finally someday, right? You will. You'll look back and smile when you think about it and the run that you had. Not many teams put themselves in this position, right? The first state runner-up for your Saints, that's something to celebrate as well. So congratulations on a great season. It has been one heck of a ride, and we appreciate you taking us along for it. Congratulations to MMCRU and the Royals as they take that state championship trophy home to Northwest Iowa.
Yeah, their first appearance, I think, in the Dome. So.
As a 11-man group. Yep, I think they made it here when they played 8-player before they combined, I believe.
nice to see another public school win the title.
You bet.
Isn't
exactly.
that the truth? Hey, thank you, Joel Carlson, for helping us out there with the stats, keeping that all up to date. Thank you, Kimba Tsunami, for your help on the scoreboard. Mama Cass with the pictures. I think you've probably been seeing some of these here as we complete this one. Duke Scoop, what a great football season. Thanks for helping out this year with this one. Not your average Joe.
I hate to sign off. I don't want it to be over, man.
Well, you know what? There's not going to be another game.
This.
We've had a lot of fun.
We've had so much fun doing this, and I appreciate everybody out there that watches and listens, and those that support either through the Give Butter link or our advertisers who help make this thing possible from a financial perspective. It makes a difference for our teams. It makes a difference for our community.
It does.
And thanks to you two for all that you do to make it all possible as well. It takes a village to make Saints TV go, and you're going to see that all winter, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because, this year kind of our goal is, I want to get every possible game that we can stream, grades 7 through 12. We want it streamed. There's a lot of folks out there that can't make those games. Those 7th and 8th grade games, they start early for something, right? And a lot of people maybe are still working. So thank you. We got a lot of parents who are stepping up and saying, hey, I can do this. Megan Porsche last week for the 7th and 8th grade boys. We know that Brooke Haugen is going to do that for the girls' side. We got Jeremy Patterson and crew doing some wrestling for us. We still need some others, but it's thanks to the sponsors who are sponsoring this to help us get the equipment we need to make this happen. Thanks to the volunteers who are donating their precious time to get these streams out there with a realization that there's so many people who just can't be at the games, and that's what we're here to do. So thank you guys for volunteering your time as well. What a joy it's been this football season. We got a lot more streams coming up, a lot more sports seasons coming up, a lot more joyous occasions to put out to the world.
Let's zoom out and recap this 2025 for your Saints. The track team, runner-up, right? The girls' track team finishes runner-up at the state track meet. We fast forward to baseball season. The baseball boys win a state championship in Class 1A. You go fast forward to the volleyball season. The girls win the Class 1A volleyball championship, and now your football team is the state runner-up in Class A. That is the 2025 to be proud of and to remember. 2 runner-ups, 2 state championships at a small school who does things the right way. I couldn't be any more proud to be a Saint, and I know this one hurts. We wanted those 2 plays. But, man, hold your heads high. Boys, what a 2025 it's been to be a Saint. Can't wait for more. Thanks again to those seniors for leading this group up and helping create the culture that we have here at St. Ansgar. It's important. It makes a difference. And, man, am I proud to be a Saint.
Hey, Joe, what are the first 3 letters in state tournament?
STA, I believe.